I don't know, man. It's just...
You gonna start your own podcast?
No, I'm just unemployed black man.
And boom, here we go. We are live. So, pre-warning. This one's gonna get a little live, folks. I have with me today return guest, Bad Brad King. Brad, say hello to the folks.
Hello. Thank you for having me again.
And I've also have the man, the myth, the legend, the biggest pimp south of I-10 and west of Beaumont, Joe Bolton.
How y'all doing?
Unfortunately, that's also east of League City.
yeah, east of League City, west of Beaumont. He's the man. So we decided to get together and do this thing. I work with both these gentlemen, and we always have a good time. And we thought, hell, why not put some of this on record? And that way we get in trouble on an official basis.
Could be used as evidence.
I, for one, am aroused right now and ready to get this thing rocking and rolling. So
aroused, like you got wood going over there. What is it with you and these big black cocks and getting wood? I don't get it.
I prefer chub, sir.
Chub? Okay. How old are your listeners anyway?
How old? Yeah, they're
just we're not gonna take it
18,
down a couple
18
notches.
and up on this one, folks. We may have to put in a warning. So, what's been going on, folks? I know everybody's been traveling gypsies. Brad, you just got back from Mexico.
Yeah, I just got back from a week down in mainland Mexico, west side. A little surfing down there in Sayulita, a little bit of river mouth work.
Yeah, man.
You too. You were there, week before I got there?
Yeah, I left, I think, on the 10th, and you got there like the 14th or something like that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we just missed each other there. But, yeah, man, he told us to check out Sayulita, and we went down that last day we were there, spent the day, had a great time. It's a badass little spot, man.
Man, it's groovy. It's a real groovy spot.
So where
real
you were
laid
at there, though, didn't you showed it to me on Google Earth. You had to take a boat to get there? You have to go via boat?
That was when I went south to it's you fly in at Puerto Vallarta, and that's where we were staying. And Sayulita is about a 45-minute drive north.
Yeah, 45 minutes north.
What Joe's referring to is there's a couple private, but there's isolated beaches south of Puerto Vallarta, Los Animas, Las Caletes, Yalapa. There's about 6 or 7 of them. Yeah, there's about 6 or 7 of them down there that you can go down to the last line on the bus stop, and there's a little fishing village down there. You can park your car, drive down, or take the bus. You hop in to a boat taxi. They got some guys, just all Mexican guys down there. That's what they do. They own these boats, and they take you, and they're like fiberglass John boats. So I mean,
yeah, you were showing them to me. They look kind of rickety.
Yeah, they're not exactly
Pangas.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Pangas.
Pangas?
Pangas.
Okay, stay close to shore just in case this thing goes to shit. You can swim your ass back over there, right?
There was 10
all right, look here.
There was 10 of us there.
Get your ass a little closer to the coast, all right?
There was 10 of us there, and I counted six life jackets. So, take it for what it's worth, right? But no, it was all good, man. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, that's a pretty badass little spot, man. Especially, like I said, Sayulita was totally different from any of the other spots we went to.
Yeah, it's a groovy spot. That's where we got married a couple years ago. It's laid back. It's hippie. The surf is good. The vibe is cool. They seem to like Americans there, which are very, very few of them. Food's really, really good. It's just a cool little spot to get away and just kind of vibe out.
Not a lot of tourists, right?
A lot of tourists, but a lot of local tourism.
Okay.
There's not a lot of gringos down there. When we were down there for a week, we may have seen 3 gringo families. Uh-huh. The rest is all locals, vacationing there.
Dude, that was different from what we seen, because there were a lot of they may not have been Americans, but they were white people. I mean, whatever you call them, right? But also the best looking people we saw there were in Sayulita.
Oh, the best looking Hispanic women on the planet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the whole time we were there, you'd spot a couple, this and that good looking gals. But down there, it was just like, there were some head turners. It was like,
it's ridiculous.
Come on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So, yeah, it
works out well for women, too. There's a lot of good looking surfer boys, so everybody gets to stare and look.
Who's the dude? Do you know the guy that's got dreads? It's like ripped, 6-pack. He was one of the coaches out there teaching people.
Oh, probably at Luna Azul.
Yeah.
Either that or the guy that owns, there's a hotel there called Hoffa, and the guy that owns this, like a 53-year-old French guy it looks like shredded wheat. He's got like a bunch of 20-year-old sons that are all really good looking.
Well, he's not 53. The guy I'm talking about looks like he's about 20.
Yeah.
What kind of coach?
Like a surfing coach. Yeah.
I know you're talking like a life coach. What he's a coach. He's coaching people in paradise, right?
Yeah, you go to Sayulita for a life coach. You're doing it right.
You are doing it right. I'm trying to go back for a life coach there.
For sure. So, Joe, I know y'all went to Jamaica, right?
We went to Jamaica
recently.
No, the one we went to recently was the Bahamas. We went to Jamaica a couple years ago.
Okay.
And then we just got back from New York. My redneck ass in New York, which I thought, I'm going to take my wife, children up there. We're going to I'm not going to have fun, but to be honest with you, I had a freaking blast. There was all kind of shit to do. The people were actually really, really nice.
Which you didn't expect?
I did not expect. You hear that, most New Yorkers are assholes. This was not the case. Not at all. So I'll give you a situation. We were at Penn Station, which is a train station that's right across the street from Madison Square Garden. We're going to go to the Mets game, right? So me, my wife, redneck family, we're all in our Astros uniforms. And I don't know how to get anywhere in this. We're all in our Astros uniform. I don't know how to get anywhere in New York. I've never done this before. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this screen. People are running everywhere. I'm freaking out. I don't know how to get anywhere, right? I've never done this. I'm like, fuck it, where's my truck? No. And so this guy walks up, a deep New York accent. He goes, I fucking hate, and he's just cussing right off the bat. So I'm like, all right, we can relate. My kids are here. I don't give a shit. So he goes, I hate to fucking ask because you're wearing them fucking shirts, but you look lost. How can I help you out there, Pally? Like I'm trying to get the fucking Mets game. Can you help me? He told us how to do it. So it was neat. There's like train numbers, line numbers, if you will. And until you've done it, you don't realize, well, yeah, jackass, there's junctions in there. They can change and go to different spots. My dumbass, I'm thinking, all right, if you got one train that goes from here to there, that's it. No, there's different ways they can go all around it. So you've got to wait for a screen to go by, and then it tells you what stop you're going to. And there's nothing in there that goes, hey, this is how you get a dumb redneck to the Mets game. You got to, and they give you certain stops like Middleton, something like that. It was very confusing, but had a real nice New York guy that liked to cuss a lot. He helped us out.
Yeah, so like the only one in the whole place.
Yeah.
What he meant to say was, hey, get the fuck out of here. He was trying to come across.
I fucking hate to help you because you're wearing them fucking shirts.
It'd have been great if he sent you the wrong spot. That'd have been even better.
Yeah, but he didn't. He did. Yeah,
that's what you're expecting, right?
Yeah, but no, the people there were great. Very, very diverse city. Amazing in that aspect, but very cliquish. So we went to about 3 or 4 different Irish pubs, right? And I like the Irish pub theme. I kind of got it going here in the bar as well. And we go into this place called Tre Nanug, which means the land of eternal life. And I don't...
If you drink there, you live forever.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, so I drank as much as they would let me.
Within New York statutes of limits.
Yeah.
Drank as much as I could until they kicked me out.
Yeah, until they said, all right, you're done.
Next is either an ass whipping or a paddy wagon.
Yeah, something's going to happen, something not good, And they're all in there, and the World Cup's going on, so a bunch of football hooligans are in there, right? It was great, it was. So, but all of these different Irish places, we go in, and then I notice everybody I talk to that works at this establishment, bartenders, waitresses, whatever, they all have a very, very thick Irish accent. So if you live in New York and you work in an Irish bar, you have to fucking be Irish, I guess.
It's on the resume.
Yeah, it has to. And all right, all right, redneck. Just because you went there, I got you. I see where you're going with this. But no, I got more. So
the Asians were Asian. I went to Chinatown and they were from China. I couldn't believe it.
Craziest damn thing I ever saw.
Yeah, it was
no false advertising in New York.
No, not at all. I was. It's not like I went to fucking Chuck E. Cheese and see Mickey Mouse. It was great. So, so we go to this. Place called the Australian. It's a restaurant, little beer
Australian.
joint. Yeah, Australian. I got me a Foster's. Remember the big oil can Foster's, the 32 ounce?
Florida, we call that Outback.
Which,
Outback?
by the way,
Yeah.
Australians do not drink.
Okay, I've never been to Australia. I'm pretty sure everything that can kill you in the world when you get off the plane in Australia is going to kill you within 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah,
They got like 6 foot tall chickens that will kick you and disembowel you. They're called whoop ass chickens. They're called something a little different than that, but yeah, there's like a 6 foot chicken that'll jump up.
That's not the scientific name.
Yeah. Do you get a bucket of fried whoop ass chicken, or do you just get one leg for the family? How does that pan out?
I'm telling you, a 6 foot chicken will kick your fucking ass. Hey, just like they got Italians on them, man, like 5 inches long that'll just disembowel your ass. They hang out at the airport. It's horrible. I'm not
It's
going
like
to
the
Australia.
megalodon got tooth big as a man.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we go to I'm back to New York, right? We go to the Australian bar. Guess where the guy's from that's waiting on us?
Whoop ass chicken.
No, he's from Boston. What the fuck? No, I'm kidding. He's from fucking Australia. Yeah, y'all kind of seen that coming. Anyway. So everywhere I went, it seemed like it was very cliquish, very diverse. Nobody was like hating on each other at all.
Yeah.
It was just, hey, we kind of doing our thing on this side of the street. You do your thing on that side of the
There's
street.
invisible barriers.
Yeah, yeah. And it's kind of evident. So we went to Little China. We did. And neat place. We bought a bag made by some kind of slave kids or something. I don't know. I'm kidding.
That should go over well.
I'm just kidding. But
Supporting the local slave market, that's pretty good.
but these are illegal bags, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're everywhere. And all the signs, like I seen a Popeye's chicken, and it says Popeye's, and then in Chinese, I'm assuming it says Popeye's. But anyway, right across the street, which is literally across the street, is Little Italy in New York. And it's totally different. Have you been there, Brad?
San Francisco's identical.
Is
Same
it like
way.
that?
It's culturally divided by one street. You can be
One
in
street.
Chinatown, and there's all these markets and open markets selling cock cones and chicken feet, and then you cross the street, and all you hear is violins and pasta primavera.
Yeah.
Like one street separates an
and
entire
it's not even
culturally
as
diverse
far
area.
from here to the neighbor's
Yeah.
house. It's like the street.
Yeah.
Bam. And it's total different.
Yeah.
Great place, though. Great place. I love New York. I would actually suggest that to anybody for a vacation type deal. It was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Surprising. I would not have guessed that.
See, that's not on my list.
Not mine
Not on
either.
my list at
Not
all.
mine either.
You got it. Well, I got to go.
If Joe can go there and have fun, then it makes me think that maybe I could blend in.
Yeah, there's a chance for everybody.
There's a chance. There
Yeah,
really is.
So, I caught a Yankees game, I caught a Mets game, and I was at Coney Island on the 4th of July watching Joey Chestnut swallow 74 fucking hot dogs in 10 minutes.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's a pretty good trip.
That's pretty impressive.
Why would you
Because
not want to
fucking
see
America, that's why.
You're not
That
going to
is
find that on
America.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
You're not.
If you do,
I looked.
you're looking for the wrong shit.
I
right?
looked, and you're not going to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it.
You're not gonna. You're
Just
not
the
gonna,
time frame and the hot dog
I-
quantity.
Yeah,
I
you
looked for
don't go to Pornhub and search hot dog eating contests.
No.
You're not going to get what you're looking for.
No, you're not going to get the same.
Well, you might be into some different shit.
You're not
so
going to get Joey Chestnut. You might get Joey Buttafuoco, but you're not going to get Joey Chestnut.
There you go.
That's a different search engine.
Woo! That was good. Hey, we're only 12 minutes into this thing. I'm excited.
You might want to shut it down now. That's going to get ugly.
How was Jamaica?
Jamaica was sketchy.
Yeah.
Jamaica's sketchy. Beautiful place. Went to Negril. Stayed in this place called Extabi. Water was beautiful. Cliffs were beautiful. But man, it's aggressive over there. My wife and I like to stay off the grid. We're not resort people. Man, that place is it's sketchy, man. I don't know what other way to put it other than sketchy, man. The guys are aggressive. They want something. There's 3 phases of panhandling there. It's the help me out, you're my best friend. Please help my family out. And third is I'm about to cut your face open and take what I want. So it was it was a learning
These
experience.
are not small people either.
No, these are gigantic grown men. It was different. We're used to Mexico and Costa Rica. We're used to a simple no gracias and then everyone moves on. But there, it doesn't work, man. It was interesting. It was interesting. It was very interesting. I don't know that I'll rush back to Jamaica unless they discover some barreling right-hander somewhere off some secret point somewhere. I don't think I'll find my way back there for any other reason other than jerk chicken.
Yeah.
Anytime soon.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. I never heard anything like that. Was it the same way for y'all when y'all went?
It was a total different deal.
Like y'all
though.
stayed in the resort.
Yeah, we took our kids, right? So Emma and William were with us. We stayed on a resort. We didn't leave the resort but once to go on excursions during the daytime.
So
it
you got
was
no worries.
total tour bus type excursion anyway, where we went ziplining, which was fun as shit, by the way. But no, we didn't.
Yeah.
Brad likes to go find the backwoods of every place that he goes to.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
amazing you're not dead yet.
I like
by
to
way.
find the crock of every
you would
country I
think
go
you'd have
to.
more tattoos at least.
Should,
But,
at least one.
Yeah, you would think.
We went to a grocery store in, just near 7 Mile Beach, and we were going to go get some liquor to take on a fishing trip the next day. Nikki had booked us a fishing trip. So we're in the middle of rural, just like basic straight up Jamaica. And my wife was a curly-headed blonde. I guess that's rare there, but I know I went to the back to get cranberry juice while she went to the counter to get vodka. A large dreadlock gentleman pushed up on her to make his advance, and the issue was his woman saw him push up on my woman, so she was more of a threat at that point than I was, and what ensued was
Pure chaos.
pretty intimidating to watch her threaten him with pain of death, and me just trying to get my wife out of there, and the cat calling and the aggression in the parking lot trying to get out of there. It was one of the moments where you're like, maybe we ought to think about all-inclusives for certain places.
Could get bad quick.
If you go to a country that's on the top 10 most dangerous countries in the world, all-inclusive might not be a bad idea. Maybe.
Yeah.
And then the owner of the place we were staying, I was telling him about the deepest pit in the entire world was on his buddy's land. We should go see it.
Yeah, he wanted to take you there.
Yeah, he had me jumping off a cliff that no one's jumped off of since 1968. That I jumped off of 5 times. I guess he was anticipating my death so he could chain Nikki to a wall somewhere. It was a real sketchy situation.
Wow.
So yeah, my experience not the same in Jamaica.
Yeah.
No.
Wow,
No,
that's
not the
crazy,
same.
man. That's crazy. I could
Beautiful country.
Yeah.
Red stripes are awesome.
Well, I mean, that's
Yeah, and the red stripe is everywhere, and so is marijuana.
Everywhere.
You can't get very far in the country at all, even right when you get off the plane,
Yeah.
without somebody blatantly asking you if you would like to purchase marijuana.
Well, it's legal to smoke there now.
Is
it's
it
illegal
totally
to
legal?
sell. It's legal to possess. It's legal to smoke, but it's legal to grow, but it's illegal to sell. So our resort, the thatch roof hut with no power and no AC that we
It's a
slept in for
resort.
5 nights at 97 degrees had a shower that was outside.
I remember you showing me
Right,
that.
you had to walk outside to take a bath, and the shower head came out of the roof, and if you looked over the 2-foot wall that covered my junk, not her, half her junk and all my junk,
Yeah.
on the main highway, there was a weed garden.
Like
So
there's
every-
a fucking garden there.
Yeah. So
it was. I mean, the waiters, anybody. You get in the taxi. Hey, you want some
got a
weed?
bag full in the
And it's
parking
not like they're trying to do it on the down low or anything. It's
Yeah.
like, no, officer, I don't want to buy any marijuana. You know,
Yeah,
the cops were even trying to sell it to you.
Yeah.
it's amazing.
smell fantastic.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a little different when you got your 12-year-old son sitting next to you. You know, and the
Oh,
cops trying to sell him weed.
And the guys will bring you giant buds, like 2-foot buds.
Didn't
in
Emma
there.
get drunk?
That was in Costa Rica.
You got your son
Your
drunk?
13-year-old daughter? Why was she at the time?
When we were in Costa Rica, yes, we inadvertently. I've done 2 things with my children. We'll start with that one. So, you've been to Playa del Coco Beach.
See, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful place. It's great. It's kind of slummy. It is. It's a poor country.
Yeah.
The people in Costa Rica are fucking great. Though.
Ticos and ticas.
Oh man, they're just awesome. They'll try to sell you something or something like that. You're like, no, I got one, or no, thank you, no, and all that, and they'll walk away, right? And they're nice. They're not trying to overwhelmingly sell you something. They're not very
They're not
aggressive
pushy.
about it. They're not.
Yeah.
They're really not. They are trying to sell you some stuff. I mean, we bought some things, but it's nothing like Jamaica. Jamaica was rough in that
Yeah, it's
respect.
aggressive.
So anyway, we go to Cocoa Beach and we go to this little restaurant called the Bamboo Restaurant that's right there on the beach. This amazing tree is out front of it. It's gorgeous. Lizards and shit everywhere in it. And we order some food and my daughter loves strawberry daiquiris. And I am a good father. We only ever
Ruthless.
get virgin
Daiquiris.
strawberry
Yeah,
daiquiris,
yeah.
right? So the first day we go there, she gets this big fish bowl, strawberry daiquiri, and we happen to have a female waitress that spoke a little bit of English. At least she got everything we wanted, right? And all that kind of stuff. I had a deep fried whole red snapper that was absolutely fucking amazing.
Sounds great.
It's the best fish I've ever ate in my life. You can tell they just caught it off a boat.
Just stabbed him.
Yeah, just stabbed him, threw it
Yeah.
in, put a little flour on it, skewered him up, and
Yeah.
threw him in the grease. Oh, it was
Freaking palm oil or something.
bro, it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
Marijuana oil.
Yeah, hemp oil.
Yeah, I don't know if the marijuana's real big in Costa Rica or not, but it's huge.
It's getting there.
Is it getting there?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
starting
know.
to show up.
So, anyhow, we go back 2 days later, and we go to the same restaurant. We get the same damn food. I want that fish again. The kids liked it, and we order Emma a virgin strawberry daiquiri. This time,
Hold the virgin.
It's a waiter, and he doesn't speak English just as well as the waitress did 2 days before. So she gets this one down. I mean, she's done through the head, and this is a big fishbowl fucking strawberry daiquiri. And my daughter's
How old is she?
14. 14, yeah. Great dad. I know.
No,
Father
he
of
knew
fucking
what he
year.
was doing.
No, yeah, kind of fucking jackass. So we're sitting there, and then the waiter comes by because she orders another one. She's halfway through the second fishbowl of strawberry daiquiri, and the
a
guy
Bolton.
looks at me like I've fucking done this, you know. He looks at me and he points at her. She 18? And I said, no, jackass, she's fucking 14. What the fuck? And he goes,
Baracha.
oh. And he starts taking her drink away, and it was like, ah, give it back. You know, and she's fucking hammered.
You got your 14-year-old toasted in Costa Rica.
So, and I'm like, all right, what? I wonder what jail's like in Costa Rica. I mean, I'm gonna be able to get out of this. I'm thinking, how do I get a hold of Brad King? He's had to have been to jail here.
Black Chinooks, I come get you. Don't worry.
Yeah, something.
I know somebody.
Brad can figure out how to get me out of this situation.
Yeah.
And my wife bless her, I love her. She grabs the thing and like, holy shit! And she takes a big drink up. She's like, yeah, that's pretty leaded, you know. And
it's not a weak drink. This is like a full grown.
No,
holy
this
crap.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil.
You need a lighter? Yeah, speak of the devil. Here's my pretty daughter that
Strawberry
got
daiquiri?
that had a
God.
Costa Rican.
She gone.
yeah. So yeah, that did happen, but that's not the worst thing that I've done with my children.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Round two. Hold on. Well, go ahead. I need another beer for this one though. I'll be
Okay.
up.
I'll grab
yeah,
one.
No, keep talking.
You tell the story and he'll get a beer.
grab you one.
Okay. Yeah, get me a beer too.
Okay.
All right, so we've been to Boston. We're a big baseball family. We love to go see all the baseball parks, and one of the first places we went was Fenway to watch the Yankees play the Red Sox. This a couple years back. It was actually Big Poppy's last home game. Great. And fucking Boston, these people they're nice, but fuck me, they're loud.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's a great city too. It was actually
Beantown. Yeah,
it was actually beautiful.
I'll drink one, but I'm good.
I think I've heard somewhere they call it the Walking City. You ever heard that?
No,
they
I
call
heard-
Boston the Walking City
I got
because
some
there's so
friends
many
from
things to
Beantown,
see.
but I
you know?
never heard of Walking City.
Huge historical type thing. Went
I
to
know
the
it's
Old North
great to go
Church.
down to Harvard Yard and beat up fucking Smarties.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I know. I've never done it, but I know that.
So Emma figures out the subway like that, man. I was very impressed with her. So we're
She
all,
was sober.
yeah. She typically is, Brad. She's only 15.
She's sober. You'd be amazed what those kids can do when you don't let them drink.
I get her drunk once. Now she's an alcoholic. All right.
Take her to Lukenbach.
So take her to Lukenbach. So okay, we're riding on a bus tour. We stayed at, and Brad, you may have been to this place before, the old naval base in Boston, where they have the USS Constitution.
Never been there.
You've heard of the ship, though,
Never
right?
been
It was
to
the
freaking-
first.
Never been to Boston.
You never been to Boston?
I got some good friends from Boston. Never been.
Boston's
I like
great.
to make fun of them.
Boston's
I love
great. We
Goodwill
went to fucking
Hunting.
Cheers. It was awesome.
I like Sam Adams. I like fucking.
The town was a great movie.
Yeah, I love it.
That was a great
I feel
movie.
like I've been there.
We went to Harvard. Harvard's small.
I
It's not
watched
a very
Matt
big
Damon
place.
movies. Does that count for me going
Well, it's
to
got to
Boston?
be small. It's not a big ass city, man. All them fucking.
It's kind of outside the city. It's not like in
Oh
downtown or
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know
It wasn't a real big place. You know, you go to like the A&M. A&M's fucking huge.
All I know
That's
the
a big
area
school.
code is
It's 'cause fucking Texas,
781.
that's why.
Because Texas, that's why.
And
You're
I
right.
only know the area code because my friend had a tattoo on his ankle, and I tricked him into thinking I was a cop looking for a gangster that had done a crime. I tricked him into thinking my name was Officer Bagonis. He
This
was
is back when you could make prank
he
phone calls because there wasn't caller
furious at
ID.
me. Yeah, I called
Caller
I said-
ID. Oh yeah,
I said,
that
this
was
is,
great. Like the Jerky Boys.
Officer Bagonis from Swampscott Police Department looking for a Tony Coughlin in relation to a murder that happened back in 09, looking for a Tony Coughlin.
That's pretty good.
He's
man.
like,
That's pretty
ah,
good.
yeah. I never heard of him, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I played it on for about 45 minutes on a Texas phone number till he figured out it was me. And he still hadn't talked to me to this day.
He's still mad at you.
Yeah, Swampscott fucking police department.
That's fucking
Looking for the
great.
781 crew.
That's great. That is great. So Boston, great place. I would actually suggest anybody to go there too.
They got beans there.
I loved it. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
Baked
Boston
beans.
baked beans. And we went to Cheers where they made the show, or the bar that they made the show about. Anyway, Fenway Park. Excuse me. So Boston has a park as well, like you would call Central Park. I can't think of the name of it. I'm sorry. It's been a couple years since we
Oh,
went.
I should know this.
Yeah, it's a park in Boston.
It's a park.
So we're on a bus tour that we left where we stayed at the old naval base where we had where they have the USS Constitution. They turned all the old naval barracks into a hotel. That's actually I think around the start of the Freedom Trail tour. So we get on the bus tour and we go around the park. We're in the bus, right? We're looking at a few different things. They got an old cemetery over there where they have like Paul Revere's buried and stuff like that. A lot of cool shit in Boston.
Tea.
Yeah, so we drive around. Yeah, a lot of tea. Well, they don't like tea a lot. They like to throw this shit around.
Yeah, I throw that shit around.
They
Yeah,
did
parties.
have that. They had this thing where you could go watch a reenactment of that. I thought it was overrated. Anyway, so
Tea party.
we drive around this park, and this park looks awesome. There's bands out there. There's fucking softball game going. Everybody looks like they're having a blast. And I'm like, hey, I asked the wife and kids, y'all want to come back to this? Let's go back to the hotel. When we get off our bus tour, let's come back and check this out. We'll take the subway. We hadn't been on a subway yet. So we go, and the subway, like I said, Emma, great at it. And I've got my children with me, 11 and 13 at the time, okay?
Sober.
Sober, completely sober. It gets there. Give it a minute. You're
For the
getting ahead of me.
moment. Sober.
Yeah, we're still sober right now,
There's no
guys.
Texans.
Yeah,
Gotta make sure.
Well, the subway pops out. There's a spot right there at the park where it pops out at, right? So we get out, and I'm walking up, and I'm smelling something. and it's fucking weed. Weed's every fucking where. I inadvertently took my 2 teenage children to fucking Weed Fest. I didn't mean to. Yeah, in Boston. I took them to Weed Fest. That happened. There's fucking weed trucks. They're making weed cotton candy. Come on,
kids, let's get some cotton candy.
Yeah, and my son's like, Dad, I got a headache. I'm like, fucking walk. Come on, get back on the subway. Yeah, because there was weed everywhere. Come to find out, that weekend, they were celebrating Weed Fest because that Monday they were going to vote on the legalization in Boston of either medical use or I don't know how legal it is there now.
Yeah.
But they were doing a big weed fest.
You had a criminal activity with your children.
Yes, completely. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. They can't arrest us all, right?
You're all fellas.
Can't arrest us all. Come on, kids, lock arms.
Big strong.
Yeah. I took
Us can't take the Boltons down.
yeah. So I'm a good dad. You know, I took my kids to fucking weed fest. I didn't mean.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm proud of you for one. So what else, boys? Let's get back to Texas. Brad's still learning a thing or two. We just found out Mr. Joe Bolton himself has yet to been to Lukenbach like a asshole.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the most Texas Texan in all of Texas hasn't been to the most Texas spot in Texas. Like, didn't Willie Nelson give birth at Lukenbach or something? Didn't that how that go?
He gave birth?
I'm assuming.
Waylon Jennings.
So he gave birth to Waylon Jennings.
No,
Is that how that worked?
What?
So he got drunk, he got naked, he gave birth to Waylon Jennings,
I think we're
and then Lukenbach, bam, you got Lukenbach, Texas.
I think we're still in Weed Fest.
I've been there in Texas.
I don't know.
Texas.
I've never been out there.
Joe
I've never been out
Texas
there.
Bolton has it.
I've never been out there.
I feel like we're going to take your Texas card.
Dude, I've been to Fredericksburg, which is out there right there close to a beautiful
I've been to
place.
Fredericksburg. I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
Well, your wife's from Texas.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. What else would I have been there?
Hey, by the way, we were talking about it the other day, but I actually purchased the show and watched it on Amazon. I just finished it this morning. Tales from the Tour Bus, Mike Judge's little
Did you watch some
animated
of it?
series. Yes, it
I
is.
thought we were going
I watched
Debbie
every
Does
single
Dallas.
one. They are fucking fantastic.
I want to see that.
Dude,
I do.
so if y'all don't know, Tales from the Tour Bus is a show. Mike Judge is the guy who did King of the Hill, Beavis Butthead, Office Space. He's also doing Silicon Valley, which I didn't know. I found
Some
that
of
out
the
when I was
greatest
looking.
pothead shows on TV.
Dude, fucking great,
Yeah.
right? But for whatever reason,
You know
he's
that guy's from Ecuador?
yeah, and like grew up in San Francisco or something. But he went to spent time in Austin,
This got
Yeah.
weird.
like learning how to animate. Like he went to worked with some company there doing animation.
You would think he's from Texas because all of his characters
Yeah.
are Texas-based. Like King of the Hills
Right.
in Arlington and
Beavis and Butthead
are from Texas.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah.
I was never sober enough to know where they were from. I just knew
He made up a town, whatever. They were from
But it
such
was
and such
Texas.
Texas, but
Butthead,
it was made up. But no, but all of the Tales from the Tour Bus is like 1960s, 70s, 80s outlaw country, fucking wild, shooting people, doing cocaine and drugs, cheating on women and
Cocaine and drugs, because cocaine's not
Yeah,
weed.
it's not, it really is. It's a
Cocaine
vitamin.
and drugs.
Oh,
It's
no,
a supplement.
all of the drugs.
all
Whoever
of
was
the
there,
drugs.
we were doing all
I
of
told
it.
you what that girl told Courtney yesterday when we were in Houston, right?
Yeah.
At the bar, she said, I've been doing cocaine all day long. And my wife's like, really? Okay, well, sit down.
You must be exhausted.
No, you don't understand. I can't sit down.
Yeah,
Because I'm
and
doing
it was
cocaine
like way
all
out of
day.
the blue too. You know, me and my wife were having a drink. This chick just comes up, and my wife's kind of talking to her, and she goes, "I've been doing cocaine all day long." It's like she needed to tell her to get it off her chest, and now we can really communicate.
Yeah, okay. Now we're on the
1986.
same level.
Now that you know what level I'm on, you know.
Do people still do cocaine all day? I remember the 80s. I remember the 90s.
I don't know.
I remember 3 minutes of the 2 years I lived in Hawaii, and that had a lot to do with it. But I
hate
do not
cocaine. I just
know
like the way
people
it
still do
smells.
It just smells fantastic.
So anyway,
But so that show, man, it's fucking fantastic. But some things I learned that I didn't know was about like the Texas country music scene that I so enjoy now. Was I knew like Willie and Waylon started it, but I didn't know to what extent. So basically, they were in Nashville, mulling around. Willie was one of the best songwriters that was there. Waylon the same way, and they couldn't get record deals, couldn't get shows, couldn't get whatever. The record producers had the Good Old Boys Club. They weren't allowing them to do anything to, move on in their career. Willie Nelson said, "Fuck you, I'm going back to Texas."
Right.
Willie started playing the honky tonks around Austin, Lukenbach, right?
Right.
Obviously, in the Dripping Springs, Kerrville. I mean, just kind of all that hill country area.
Same
I
where
feel like I
Stevie Ray
should have
Vaughan
lied
came up.
earlier and said yes. I've been to Lukenbach. I feel
you
like that
should
now.
know.
I should have
You
just
lost
said
your
that.
man card.
Yeah.
Texas
now,
style.
now everyone knows. Now all 37 people that listen to this
They
fucking
listen to
know
the
you're-
Canadians don't even know where the fuck Lukenbach is.
Yeah.
Why don't
Okay.
both of them message you?
So
90% of the people that listen to your podcast are doing your podcast right now.
yeah, this is
horrible.
factually correct.
What
Sorry.
if it gets big? This would be like an original one from
Exactly.
Bolton's Bar, right?
One day, boys. One day we'll have 100 listeners. I promise.
And we'll
Think so?
broadcast at Lukenbach so that most Texans text so that Joe can go. I got it. Wow.
So that Joe could go. Oh, it's fucking great.
All right, I'm going to Lukenbach. I'll be at Lukenbach.
Hey, Oktoberfest
I think that's a song.
this year. We're going to Fredericksburg again. We've been the last
Dude,
3
you
years.
enjoyed that like thoroughly, didn't you?
Dude, I
It's a
got
great place for women.
so hammered. No, Oktoberfest is not a place for women. It is for men to eat wieners, drink beer,
Again.
and yes,
Again, with the cocks.
Again. I'm not sure if it's microphone covers or.
What's going on with that?
I-
Why are all the best foods shaped like dicks? I mean, think about it. Corn dogs, hot dogs, sausage. Anyway.
You said all.
Popsicles.
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 Wow.
beer bottle.
I got
should
nothing.
say.
I'm from Florida. I don't know. We
Yep.
know why.
Y'all don't have dicks in Florida?
We have tons of more than we need. That's why I moved to Texas. Trying to get the ratio right.
Just trying to help them out
I
down
feel
there.
like a dartboard over there. Played lawn darts for 40 years.
How old were you when you moved to Texas?
Officially or unofficially?
How the fuck is that the answer to that question?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
That's
know
not
how to
how to
answer.
ask. I don't know how to-
That's a question inside the question.
I mean, so you were visiting Texas for a
Officially
while.
or not?
I
officially?
visited Texas for 10 years. I officially moved to Texas at 38.
And you're 42 now?
Yeah.
So you hadn't even been here 5 years yet? You already been to Lukenbach? I
But
do
I've
feel
been
like a
here.
dumb
But
son
I've
of a
been
bitch
here.
at this
Not
point.
been
Yeah,
here.
he's been here since 2008.
2005.
Yeah.
Unofficially or officially?
Unofficially.
Working turnarounds with
Yeah.
little fucking.
I was here all 05, all 06, all 07. The winter of 08, the winter of 09, the winter of 10, the winter of 12, the winter of 13, the winter of 14. Moved here 15, 16, 17, 18. So
He was trying to hold out the whole time and think that he was going back to Florida. And
I
in the
thought I
back
was-
of his mind, he knew.
I was like, I have to either give up fishing for a living or move to Texas and go to Lukenbach.
Well, now that you've married a Texas girl, you can't live anywhere but Texas. People that are from Texas will never move. It's a thing.
Yeah,
if I was
I-
to ever live anywhere else because I had to, the only other place would be Louisiana.
Well, so far I've
Sound like
taken.
having a drunk
mine would
neighbor.
be-
I've turned down a job offer in Kentucky. I've turned down a job offer in California, and I've turned down a job offer in Hawaii. And the only
Ooh.
reason all those jobs were turned down was because my wife was from Texas and refused to leave the state.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know Hawaii was tough for you.
It was back where I used to live, back on
We-
Oahu.
we were
as
so
a maintenance
close to owning a
manager
refinery
at the
in Hawaii.
refinery that
The
the
Tesoro
one
that's out
Oahu,
there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had an offer to go out there as a maintenance manager. I had to turn it down because there's no barrel racing. I guess I'm not 100%.
Well,
okay, I'm not bitter.
I know that was tough. How's that Shinerbach, by the way? Have you had Shinerbach before?
I've not had Shinerbach.
You never had Shiner before?
No, I had
That's
my
good beer, isn't it?
I had my first. What is the Lone Star beer?
Uh-huh.
When we went to
Lone Star Bill, brother.
Lukenbach.
saying no. We went to the other.
Everything else is
We
treason.
went to the other bastion of Texasism. We went to Green Hall. Mm-hmm. Went and floated
that's
the
an awesome
Guadalupe
place.
River.
Yes.
We went there a couple weeks ago, and I drank Lone Star, the blue ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had
That's
some.
light. Lone Star Light.
That's a good beer.
I have
Yeah.
it in the fridge. So
I'll-
next time I'll get you a Lone Star
Yeah,
Light.
because I got
Yeah.
3 different beers on the table. Why not make it 4? That way I can't get back to the Galveston Island. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Green Hall was
Dude,
awesome.
I got an extra bedroom.
Do
You don't
y'all-
have to leave.
Do y'all usually have water in the Guadalupe, or do you usually drag your rafts for 7 hours? I'm not 100% sure.
So it depends. The last few years has been great.
It has.
The previous 4 or 5 years was terrible.
It was dry.
You had to
The only
walk
time I
the
never
whole
heard of it though, JP, was like right after Harvey. They shut it down because it was too full.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Oh, it's too freaking full.
Bone dry.
Yeah, I've been there when it's been like that
Bone
before,
dry.
but it's been years.
Beautiful. it was a great 7-hour
Man,
walk.
That place is heaven.
Seven
I felt like I was
hour walk.
back in the Army. The only thing I needed was somebody shooting at me. Other than that, and dragging 14 rafts of drunk Crockett Texans. it was brilliant.
Dude, you know what's funny is I spent, because Fort Hood's right there, right? When I was, 21, 22, I went with my pirate friend, Cody Gaspard. Shout out to Cody. He's been on the podcast.
Like that dude. He's
I love that he
funny.
used to be a
Funny
pirate.
as shit, man.
He's not a pirate?
No, I love the reference that he's a pirate. I
Oh,
love
he's
it.
my pirate
Have you
friend.
met him before?
No, I
He
want
dr-
to.
he
We're
drinks-
like Facebook friends and
Oh,
everything.
okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty official.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, we're
pretty
basically dating. I mean, kinda.
Okay.
His dreads are very good, very very awesome.
I want to meet the cat.
No, he's a great dude, man, and
He
he
is, he's
drinks.
hilarious.
His drink of choice is rum.
Why would it be?
Why would it not
So
be?
I mean,
rum's always gone.
and
Do you
he's
think he did that on purpose, or do you think he just really
no,
genuinely
he drank
liked
rum before he had the dreads. Before he had the dreads, he had the fro, and I miss Cody with the fro.
Fro is hot. I love
Dude, it was
fro.
like a legit. I'm talking
I love a fro.
Diana Ross fucking fro.
I love a good fro.
Yeah. No
love
bullshit. So, anyways, Cody's been at it a long time. But him and I went with a couple gals, three gals, floated the Guadalupe one year.
Pre-marriage, I'm assuming?
Yes, this.
Okay,
Yes,
I was
this
just
is
trying to get
pre-marriage.
No, this is all going to be aired.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we,
Covering you.
well, the thing is, we went, and then one of the girls was dating a dude from Fort Hood. He brought down like 6 of his fucking army buddies that were, I think, like 3 or 4 of them were medics, going to be medics or whatever.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Well, the thing is, they would get fucking blackout hammered. IV bag, they would like administer to each other, bring themselves back to life.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hammered again. They passed out like 3 times and brought back to life on the fucking river. I never seen nothing like it in
Your
my
best
life.
friend in the military is the medic, and then your medic usually is the lowest ranking guy in the squad. So when I was a ranger, we would come to the barracks at 4 o'clock in the morning, 12-mile run at 5 a.m. You'd wake Doc. They're all Doc, every one of them. You'd wake Doc up, double bag me. And he knew what it meant. He knew to get his ass up, go to his wall locker, get 2 bags, and he would hit you in both arms with an IV bag so that you could run 12 miles at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You'd wake, and if you
What
couldn't
is he
find
putting in you? What's in the back?
saline, just
That's-
so,
okay,
just
but it's
like
just
hydration.
hydration.
Yeah.
It really, that's all a hangover is, right?
Yeah,
You're just
yeah, yeah.
dehydrated.
So Doc would get up, and you'd wake him up, and we'd all sit down, drink a couple beers while he's doing it, and then he would double bag. You put a bag in each arm, so at 6.
Like, is it instant hangover gone or what?
No, it's not instant. It's just instant. Don't die on a 12-mile run.
I got you.
You still feel like an asshole,
Okay.
and you still regret everything you did, but your body can make the 12 miles without them having to scoop you up with a Black Hawk helicopter and fly you off to the cemetery.
Gotcha.
So it's not like hangover cure. It's I can make this run and not die till tomorrow.
What if you just told him, hey, I'm not running this morning? That's not an option.
Yeah, it's not.
How's that go?
Yeah, not so good. Not so good. Not so good.
Like, fuck you, I'm not running today?
try. I mean, I know some guys that did. Their careers weren't as illustrious as they could have been.
Point is, that was one of those drag your buddy stories, right? And one of those dudes was like fucking hero, Superman, and he dragged like 13 of us for probably 2 miles.
Had to have been a ranger.
I don't know who he was.
He's a medic. He couldn't have been.
I don't know who he was.
He's a medic, you couldn't be.
Do they have rangers at Fort Hood?
No.
Well, then probably not.
No. Don't get me started on what they do have there.
We're in Fort Hood?
Yeah.
Were you,
Tankers.
were you ever in Texas, stationed for the military? Ever? No?
No.
I heard this, and this could be a Google. I don't know if this is true or not. I read somewhere, or maybe it's old, but I heard that 1 in every 10 Marines is from the state of Texas. Is that a thing? Is there a lot
It
of?
would make sense because the lower your ASVAB score, the little job opportunities you have.
Okay.
And Marines like the dumbest of the dumb. So it would stand to reason.
He just successfully cussed Texas and the Marine Corps all in
It
one
would stand to
statement.
reason that
Wow.
probably 9 in 10 Texans are Marine.
Stand to reason.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but really, probably so.
Got them both, all in one statement. One
hit 'em all.
statement.
You tee it up, I'll knock them out of the park.
Hit them all.
Hate mail at jplonestarpodcast.com. That's
That was Brad King,
jplonestarpodcast.com.
ladies and gentlemen, that said that.
Stephen Hawking's an asshole too. Just throw that out.
Yeah, I think Steve Jobs is overrated.
Yeah, I don't even know who he is. He's an
He
asshole.
got them all at once.
I need to hear your Roxy story officially
Oh man,
on
the
the
North
po-
Shore Wahoo story.
on the podcast, and I got some questions in between because I heard it the other day, but I held my questions for this podcast because I knew we were
Oh,
going
you
to have
set
it
me up for failure.
I am.
All right, so-
I mean, you just bashed the entire state of
No,
Texas
I didn't bash it.
and an entire branch of the military.
You're a patriotic lot that are willing to fight. I have nothing wrong with Texans or the Marine Corps.
That's a lot of people to piss off at once, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. There's like all 17.
That's a lot of rednecks with a lot of guns, all in one statement, isn't it?
If the 9 people listening get a hold of this, that's JP at LoneStarPodcast.com.
Yeah, that's what makes it go viral. Yeah, listen to these three jackasses and this guy from Florida cussed out the Marine Corps and the...
I just want you to know.
I'm from Swampscott, Massachusetts.
I did genuinely read that somewhere. I didn't know if it...
I never heard that.
You with the military background, I figured I'd ask if you knew. I didn't know you were going to cuss out the entire Marine Corps. And
my erection is gone now, by the way. I just want to let you know that.
The Marine Corps doesn't tie to the Army. Inside of the Army, you don't tie to another squad. I mean, we love ourselves more than the next guy.
You know where the very first Army Air Corps base was?
I'm going to assume Texas.
Tech City, Texas, as a matter of fact.
See
With the threat of Pancho Villa, actually.
Pancho Villa. They make good
back in the day.
flautas there.
That's
Ponchos,
not Pancho Villa. That's Ponchos.
Ponchos. I love flautas. They got like a tuna. They got a tuna tostada there that's really good.
Pancho Villa was an actual person.
So he didn't make flautas.
He might have been good at it. I don't know.
The Mexican Revolution, Brad. Come on.
Yeah.
Know your history.
We don't teach that outside of Texas. I do love flautas.
I love flautas.
I do. And if Pancho Villa's making them, I'm eating
now
them.
he's successfully pissed off the Marine Corps, all of Texas, and the entire Mexican race.
Yeah. Well,
one sitting.
So JP's mad twice. Little rascal. He's 75% pissed right now.
He's got to be offending the shit out of you. He's got to be.
I'm having a great time.
He's 75% furious.
75. I'm about 50% mad at you right now, goddamn.
Oh, you make fun of something else. It's on. All right, so Roxy.
Pancho Villa. I love flautas.
I do. That's that spot over on Palmer, isn't it? Pancho Villa's. It's right next to the Yellow Rose of Texas.
They got the little fucking flag. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get the Mexican flag and wave it up.
Get some sopapillas.
Yeah. Can I get some sopapillas?
Never had a sopapilla. I need to eat one of them.
Holy shit.
Fuck. Those are good, dude.
Hey, I've been to Lukenbach.
Hey, you know what's hard to find in Mexico? Sopapillas.
Is it?
Yes.
That's a Tex-Mex thing?
Yes.
I'll be down.
Evidently. We've been to Mexico 3 times and yet to find sopapillas.
Really?
Been to Mexico 10 times yet to look for them. Now you got my curiosity piqued.
The only 2 places that I've ever even got them, I've never really looked for them anywhere else, but I've got them at Poncho's, not Pancho Villa's, but at
They got great
Poncho's.
flautas.
And at the Taco Cabana. They got them there too.
Yes.
They're
Taco
not
Cabana.
bad. They're not bad.
Taco Cabana's pretty good.
Taco Cabana. It's a good song.
It's not
That's an old song.
That's
It
not
really
the
is.
song.
It is. The Taco Cabana song?
Is it?
Yeah, they used to sing that in Vegas back in the day. I'd sing it, but I don't have a good voice.
What were you doing in Vegas?
I've never been.
That's a lie.
I haven't.
That is a
I've got
flat
a really.
out lie.
They used
I
to
have
sing
never
it in
been.
Vegas all the time.
No,
Oh,
I
I've never been.
really never been to Vegas.
never been to
I have a
Vegas.
really good friend I used to serve with.
He's taking that whole what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas thing way too
No,
far.
I've
He's
never
like,
been
I've never even been to the fucking state. Leave me
I've never
alone.
been to the city. I don't even know where to find it on a map. I saw it once from a secret military installation west of there, but I never went there.
What secret military institution was that?
It's secret. I don't know if you got that part. I threw that in there early on so you wouldn't ask.
Flautas.
The flautas at Pancho Villa's are
That's
freaking to die
fucking killing
for.
me.
They are good. I don't even know if he makes them anymore, but back when he did, they were fire.
Pancho Villa, man. Excellent cook.
They got a monument up in
I love flautas.
up north. What is that? Pasadena up there, somewhere.
Has to get down in. It's supposed to be open Gillies back up, by the way.
Yeah, that's what Chuck was telling us, right?
Yeah.
They serve oysters, right? San Leon.
Who?
Gillies? That's
talking about?
Gilhooly's.
That's
Gilhooly's.
Gilhooly's. It's like
Great
a fucking shack, but
I've
it's
been there. That's
wonderful, dude.
Food's good.
Wonderful. They used to be a cash-only place. They take cards now.
Take cars, and they're about to start serving liquor.
Really?
Yes.
That's
All
a good
about
place to get oysters in Lone Star because it's like they'll sell you a Lone Star in a fucking can, man.
Really?
Oh, it's a great place.
Let's go.
Best oysters
Let's
I've
shut
ever
this down
had.
and go.
I've had a lot of oysters. I love oysters.
When the
They're
parking
greatest
lot
oysters.
is made entirely of oyster shells,
Yeah, they're doing
you're
it right.
in the right spot.
You're in the oyster spot.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure if you ever got to somehow go back to the kitchen, you'd probably never go back in this fucking shithole. But it's an amazing place.
Yeah.
Love the place. It's been there forever. It's kind of old. But
Shrimp
love it.
Gilhooly's.
Love it.
Yeah, I've been there. I
shrimp
love the
hoolies.
place.
Shrimp Gilhooly's.
I met
Are they
Bruce
shrimp-
Ream there
Are they
one
shrimp
day.
Gilhooly's or are they just shrimp hoolies?
Shrimp. Oh, I don't know.
I think it's just shrimp hoolies.
Splitting
Yours
hairs.
sounds right, too.
Splitting hairs.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Splitting hairs.
Yeah, schematics.
Lukenbach.
Who gives a shit? Flautas.
Roxy. So
Yeah.
so let's go back to
Take you back to 1990.
2000, I'm going to say.
2000.
99? No, it had to have been 2000. 2001, I was living in Oahu. And I had
24 years old. 24.
Huh?
You're 24 years old in 2000.
God, no.
The reason I know that we're the same age, right?
Yeah, we're the same year model.
Prime of your life, 24, and you're in California, right?
No, Hawaii.
You're in Hawaii.
I'm living in Oahu.
Fucking prick, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So I had a
You know
friend.
where I was at? Texas City, Texas.
Yeah.
Also had the 1st Army Air Corps base. Who gives a shit, right?
Lukenbach, 3 hours down the road, still only made it. So I'm in Oahu, and I had a friend who worked at a bar called the Lakeside Lanai, who was south of the Dole Pineapple Fields, north of Oahu. And her name was Jacqueline, and she was a good friend of mine, and she invited me to a party on the North Shore where we served Haleiwa area. And it was the Roxy House, the Roxy Quicksilver brand, and all the beautiful female surfers and models. And
Okay.
she invited me to go to a party.
That's where I need to stop you.
Okay.
So, because I heard the story the other day, and you kept saying the Roxy House like it's a big deal. And I know
Yeah.
I'm surely it is. But I, myself, and I'm guessing other people listening, may not understand what that means. It's like the Playboy Mansion of surfers.
On the North Shore, all the major brands in
Great
surfing.
question. You act like you've done this shit before or
a
something.
house. So Volcom, Quicksilver, Billabong, Hurley, they all own a house
In North Shore,
on
Hawaii.
North Shore on the main breaks. So what happens is during the winter when the waves are firing there, all the sponsored surfers live in those houses for the winter months, December, January, February.
40-year-old man says the word fire. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they all live there. These is their houses. North Shore Oahu is the proving grounds. That's the mecca of surfing. So all the sponsored surfers go to the North Shore and they live in these houses for 3 months, for the entire summer season, November, December, January, and they surf Pipeline and Sunset and Pupukea and V-Lands and Marijuanas and Log Cabins and all these great breaks. They go out there and they prove themselves and they get the clips and that's where they live. So Roxy owns a house on the North Shore. The Quicksilver off-brand for
Roxy
women.
is the female brand of Quicksilver.
Quicksilver, yes.
Yeah.
Which Joe talked about the other day, how awesome, how
was
brilliant
brilliant.
the logo is.
Yes.
Yeah, they just took the
Quicksilver logo
and flipped it and put it married together, and it makes a heart, and they made billions of dollars. Brilliant.
Right.
Whoever
So-
come up with that, brilliant.
So Roxy, not only do they have some of the best female surfers in the business, they have some of the most beautiful female surfers in the business. So circa 2000, when I lived on North Shore Oahu, I was invited to go to a party at the Roxy House. So it's a girl brand, it's a girl house, it's all the pro surfers that surf for Roxy. It's a all-girl punk bands playing that night. You're steps away from the sidewalk, the infamous, famous bike path on the North Shore that takes you to all these great breaks. Like, this is a big, big, big deal to get to go to the Roxy House and party. So my friend Jackie that worked at Lakeside Lanai outside of Schofield Barracks, she worked outside of there at a little place, and she invited me to go. And so I got to go to the Roxy House to a party. I went. I didn't get to party, but I got to go there, and I slept in the bushes, which was pretty awesome. That I got to sleep in the bushes there. So I know where you're going with this. You're trying to embarrass me. So I get
I'm wondering
invited.
if he's gonna tell the story he
So
told
I
us
get
at work.
invited to this party,
Okay, here we
and
go.
I'm really excited, and it's a
Few beers,
themed.
this guy opens up. You
It's
see
a
that?
themed party. So Jackie tells me, she's like, bring an outfit of something. So I found some like chinos, like we're talking back in the raver days. So like bell bottoms were coming back like in the raver style, and I found a 3-tone suede shirt with a big collar. And I was gonna do like a 60s theme. I lived in Hawaii, I didn't have a whole lot of clothes or money, so I put something together, a little like a 60s bell bottom.
How long did you
outfit.
live in Hawaii? Not to change the subject, I'm just
I
curious.
was there for 2 years. I remember flying in and flying out, and like 5 stories I can tell you guys. I
That's
don't
about
remember
it. You were there for 2 years, is
Ooh.
mainly really a blur, right?
ditches and whatnot.
How'd you end up in Hawaii?
That's a whole different
Okay,
story.
all
Let's
right,
get
finish
through
the Rocky
Roxy.
story, because
Refer to podcast number 1
Yeah,
with Brad King. I believe it's
podcast
episode
number 1.
9.
Yeah, we talk about that.
and
Number 3 in the podcast rankings. Let's
Yes.
go view that one a bunch and get that up to number 2.
So this is going to be the best one because of Joe Bolton. That's just all
Because
there
of
is
Joe
to it.
Bolton. Who's
Yeah.
never been to Lukenbach. So I show up at the Roxy House with my friend Jacqueline, and I'm sitting on the back porch on a picnic table watching this all-female punk band set up. And in my head, I'm like, dude, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. These are the most beautiful women on the North Shore are here, and I'm a 20-something-year-old surfer. I'm not of any name or caliber, but I can run my mouth pretty good. So I'm thinking I got a really good shot of bagging a good-looking model.
Yeah.
I had zero chance.
I may
but
get married tonight.
In my head, I'm Alana Blanchard.
I'm married tonight?
Yeah, I'm Anastasia Ashley at the time. I mean, it's on. This is my day. So I'm sitting on a picnic table, and this Australian dude goes to pass me a joint. He's like, hey, mate, want to take a hit? I'm like, no, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Nah, mate, no, you're not that cool. You want to hit it? And I'm like, no, bro, I'm cool. I'm good. Nah, mate, you look like a bit of a pussy to me, mate. I'm like, frick, dude, you can't call me that on a picnic table at the Roxy House on the North Shore. You can't call me the P word.
Yeah.
Give me that thing. Well, I hadn't smoked a joint and
There you go, mate. You fucking
God,
twat.
it's been 6-8
You call you a
years.
twat. Isn't that an amazing word? Love that word.
Yeah.
Texas
You
women,
cunt.
Texas
You
women
cunt.
anglers of Texas.
They use,
so he hands,
them British people use the word cunt like it's nothing.
like here,
Yeah.
in
You say it here, holy
you get
shit.
shot.
No.
Like,
So I have an Australian friend that does the fighting stuff with me, right? And he talks about, that's why I know they don't drink Foster's there, because I brought up Foster's to
They
him.
don't
He's
have
like,
blooming onions
he's
either.
like, we don't drink that shit. And then
It's not bad beer, though.
And then he calls you cunt all the time. What's up,
Yeah.
you cunt?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck you call me? You know, and
See you next Tuesday.
He's like,
Yeah.
no, it's like, what's up, dog?
Dude,
What's up, brother?
that's a bad word here.
Yeah,
Bad word.
that's like a standard reference.
And you know, I smoke. So in England, we met a few people from England.
They call them fags.
Yeah, they call them fags. That's a fag. You know, totally different.
So
from
you
a guy from
smoke
Texas.
fags in 2 countries.
Yeah, it was great. So
in Jamaica.
I was in Costa Rica. We met a couple from England, great people. And the guy he asked me, "Hey, bud, you want to go suck on a fag?" I'm like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? You know, I don't know you that well, but yeah, I do." You
Sure,
know?
I'd love to.
Like, dude, that means something so different in
Yeah.
Texas. So different.
So
Anyway.
the Australian says,
So anyway,
smoke
dude-
this joint, you pussy.
Yeah,
You
he calls
fucking
me
cunt.
a bad word, and I take a puff off of it. Well, not thinking that the Hawaiian version of weed, as they call it, pakalolo, is so much purer and so much stronger than American weed. Back in the day, like if you got pakalolo, you got Hawaiian weed, that was like 70% pure. I'm not sure the exact percentage, but it was like 1 trillion times stronger than American weed or Mexican weed. So I took 2 or 3 pulls all this thing to show this Australian surfer that I wasn't a punk. I gave him his joint back. 13 hours later, I woke up in the front yard underneath a hibiscus bush wearing a sombrero with shot glasses at 8 a.m. next to the famous bike path of the North Shore. Missed the whole fucking party, man. I didn't miss the whole party. I missed like the whole weekend. So I walk into the house.
Aren't you so happy they didn't have social media back then?
Oh, can you imagine? So I walk in and I find my friend Jacqueline. She's passed on the floor around like 13 naked models. It looks like a Pornhub search, and I'm like, what have I missed? Maybe I've still got time.
You should have just snuggled right in between all of them and been
well,
like,
I walk in the door,
wake
and
up.
I got my sombrero, my 2 shot glasses. I got my butterfly collar velour shirt on, and these bell. I didn't put it on, so I don't know how I got on me. My flip flops. I'm all beat up, and I'm like, man, what is? I got like makeup on. I'm like, what is going down? And I walk in, and I look, and Jacqueline sees me, and immediately she acknowledges me. And she shakes her head. She's like, Brad, outside, sweetheart, outside. So she walks outside. She's like, sweetheart, what happened? I was like, I was on the table. She goes, yeah. And the dickhead told you to smoke some of the joint. She's like, I was like, yeah. And she goes, and you did. Yeah. She goes, how long has it been since you had a joint? I was like, I don't know, 10 years. She goes, well, you can't smoke Hawaiian weed after not smoking weed for 10 years and expect me to function. She's like,
Probably laced with something too.
she's like, you were out of it. She's like, the girls changed you. She's like, the whole house changed you and put you in that get up. They all have taken pictures with you all night long.
But you were
He's
just
the only- he's the only one in the costume.
So I'm a full-blown. I've been
This
the
costume
full-blown.
party.
I've been the weekend at Bernie's, the 150-pound weekend at Bernie's boy all night long. Apparently, I've had the greatest night of my entire life, and I got sick of being picked on by hot women. And I went out and slept underneath the hibiscus bush in the front yard next to the bike
Were you
path.
coherent during any of this, or
No,
were
I
you
don't
passed
remember.
out?
I don't remember. I remember sitting on the picnic table next to that blonde-headed prick who handed me the joint, and I
And
woke
ruined
up.
the best night that could have been potentially
Could have been.
one of the best
Potentially.
nights. of your life.
Potentially.
Yeah.
The best nights ever at the Roxy House on the North Shore of Oahu during the off season, during the winter swell. Here I am with a private invitation to this house, and I slept in a bush. Not the kind I'd intended on sleeping in.
Fair enough.
It was 2000. Were bushes still around?
I didn't see many.
Yeah.
I turned one. A different story, but no bushes weren't big then.
That's a pretty epic story. That's a pretty epic story. You were telling that the other day. It was pretty good shit, but it's like, yeah, we got some chasers.
our sons have walked in, and they are a little too young for all the cussing and shit. So we're gonna tone it the fuck down for a minute.
Damn.
Yeah, hand me a Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, Shiner Bock.
Get Brad. Brad
wants a Lone Star.
Wants a Lone Star.
Out of the Shiner Bock case, there's the Lone Star.
Lone Star in the Shiner Bock case. Chicago Cubs, huh? You know they suck, right?
He said, okay. Go on, sit down. Go on, sit down.
Bang.
Bam. Lone Star.
Lone Star.
The national beer
of
Texas.
the nation.
Yep.
Come and take it, it says right there. Texas Independence.
That works. I'll drink Shiner. No, we're good. Thanks, pal.
Ooh, cold brew on this fucking hot day.
God,
Boys,
it's hot.
It has been 100+ degrees for like 7 days in a row.
It's hot.
Has it? Has it been in
Yes.
3 digits for 7 days now?
Since last weekend, I know that.
I did a emergency SRU turnaround in 2011, and we had a record of 21 straight days of triple digits during that turnaround, and not one fucking heat issue safety deal. Which I was kind of proud of that. We actually did a lot of things to help them out. We had freezers that we brought in that we put out there, cool down hooches. We were giving out ice cream and popsicles and shit.
I remember back in the day giving out ice cream popsicles and stuff.
Because it was fucking brutal,
it's
man.
hot,
it
man.
was brutal, dude.
Especially out
and
there
I'm out there. I'm a fucking dick. I'm out there trying to push these fuckers and
Eat the sulfur for energy.
yeah. And but it was triple digits, 21 fucking days straight. Worst turnaround I ever did. It was just brutal fucking hot.
Yeah, Terry Blay, man. It's been pretty rough. That boy's been out there straight tearing it up on that pressure washer. And I went out.
You were telling me about he broke something. What did he do?
Well, so he still.
So preface it with what's going on here. You can't just go into the
we
story.
kinda-
So
you got your boy doing pressure washing.
yes, he got a trailer rig set up, couple motors, big 500-gallon tank, hoses.
This is your oldest boy, Brady.
Yeah, oldest boys. So we're gonna try to get him to run this through for college, right? This is how he's gonna make his money.
Cool.
Pressure washing.
Yeah.
Fucking rednecks. I'm gonna get myself a fucking pressure washer. I'm gonna wash the goddamn driveway, play a little baseball for the Alvin fucking Dolphins.
That's it.
I love it.
You got it.
Fucking love it.
In a nutshell, right there.
Yeah, and don't fuck with my trailer. I got my 45 in that sumbitch too.
Story's over.
The commercial right there. I'm about to cut that and put it on the radio, and we're gonna sell some shit.
Hey, it's Bolton us. You're good.
It's called Texas fucking pressure.
It would be Lone Star Pressure or Texas Pressure or Pressure by Texas. It would be one of the three because y'all can't name shit, nothing else. They got
Making Texas clean again.
There's 75 companies within a square mile of this house named Lone Star something. I bet you.
There ain't no,
I ain't mad at you.
When it's as perfect as that, there ain't
You don't
no
need to go outside.
You've lived in a lot of other states, and you say we're the only ones that are like that
one.
radical about
Hawaii is
the
patriotic, but nothing like you guys. You guys are textriotic.
test.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm gonna
it's
coin
hard
it
to
when
get
I
there.
get
It's
it.
hard to get there.
patriotic in Texas. Yeah, I don't know.
I think there's a word for it already, but I don't want to say it.
And it's the biggest fucking pressure washer they make.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
gotta be.
We ordered it
7
special.
trillion
I got a-
gallons.
Yeah.
27-foot gooseneck, 500-gallon tank.
Yo,
fucking right.
We got a 75-gallon
Yeah.
soap dispenser on this son of a
You gotta have
bitch.
11. You gotta
Yeah,
have
you're damn
You
right.
gotta have a Ford F-1750 to pull it.
4,000 psi. We'll chip a concrete up, Jack. If we ain't too close.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
We're either cleaning driveways or digging fucking holes.
You can get to the core of the earth in 9 minutes with it.
We gotta be careful when pressure wash your brick house and blow a hole in the side of
won't
that
be
son of
brick
a
on
bitch.
Yeah. But look out now.
Anyhow,
Anyway, so Brady's pressure washing driveways.
he's still learning how to back up this fucking gooseneck, right? And he's still
okay.
doing all that shit. So we're backing him up.
I'm glad you're teaching him though. Nothing worse than a guy that can't drive a fucking truck or back up a boat. That's I
Well,
don't get it. he's young.
Yeah, you gotta
but
learn.
you're
You
teaching
gotta
him.
learn.
You're teaching him. That's good.
So, and goosenecks, this is the first, he don't know how to drive a trailer, period, right? So goosenecks what he's learning on.
Well, good. I mean, you can do that. You can do them all.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Some of the tougher ones are the smaller ones anyway.
Well, small bumper pull horse trailers are
Yeah,
hard.
those are not. Those are
Yeah.
those are the worst.
Yeah.
like
You're hard.
like backing up a jet ski trailer with a fucking F-250, you know, the
Yeah.
truck is twice as long as the trailer
That's like
is.
backing
Yeah.
up a mailbox with a semi.
Pretty much.
You can't see the motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's
you
back
can't.
there all scrubbed up sideways, just scooting. You don't know. Fucking just scoot it in the hole and call it good.
Fair enough. Back
like
up to your
sex in my
glass
house.
break.
So he's backing this some bitch up, and he's got her He's got a thing where he
Is
likes
it
to
just
go.
me, or whenever you have to talk about backing something up, it's always a sumbitch? Back that sumbitch up.
You're a bad motherfucker once you back that thing up.
You had to go that way.
Or back that sumbitch up. How are y'all doing, Texas? You're bad.
Well, no, I just watch.
You're a bad pressure washer once you back that sumbitch up. We can
There's
do
your
that.
theme song. There's your
There you
theme
go.
song.
There's your
There it is.
commercial.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close here.
I just want the royalties.
Brady Belton, he had to buy the second one to keep up with our business. We're gonna get shit.
Man, I'll squirt hose. I'm good. I'm looking for a job.
So he's backing that son of a bitch up, and
He's a bad motherfucker.
He likes to. He goes cut it all one way and then cut it all the other way. He hasn't quite figured
Hard
out.
over.
There's some,
there's some finesse
there's
in
some
there.
wheel in the middle there that you can work
you don't
with.
need that.
So while he's got it cut all the other way, that
Jackknifed it.
your trailer plug, I think it got caught on the trailer hitch,
Okay. I
right?
got you.
The bumper pull hitch, right?
Yeah.
And it got caught on that, so when he's backing up, he yanked the wires out of the trailer plug. So we got to replace that. This job made $160. We got to pay $50 for a fucking new trailer plug and $30 in diesel and $10 in gas, and so he made him about $25.
Good business. Sounds like every business I've ever started.
Hell yeah. These pressure washer driveways. We're
Yeah.
the biggest fucking pressure washer in all of the state of Texas. It costs you $40,000 to get this fucking thing going, but so far we made $160.
Yeah, $160.
Life is good.
Upward trend. Upward trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're $10,000 in this
It's
thing.
like
but,
you just sit back, watch the money roll in. I got you. You're gonna have to start hiring security.
Pressure
you
washer
about
back
got
out
it
the
figured out,
door.
boys. Yeah, but it's good. It's good. It's good for them young kids to
Yeah.
get working like that and
Learn
then,
the value of a dollar.
well, that and then learn. I
And
like
it's work too.
entre-
Fucking hot.
No, it's
You know?
fucking hot. It's fucking hot. But learn the entrepreneurship. What are entrepreneurial?
3 times, real fast.
Is that a fucking word?
3 times real fast.
I don't know. Entrepreneurship. I don't know.
I feel like I'm on Shark Tank.
I'm not really sure that that's a word.
I may not be, but fucking
It should be if it's not. It's a
Yeah,
great
whatever.
fucking
If
word.
it's not, it will be.
learn how to be an entrepreneur, right? Learn how to run your own business, do your own shit, or whatever. It's kind of
Key word,
good.
entrepreneur is manure.
That's shit.
I think it's a synonym.
Synonym?
I don't know what country it's from, but I just know it's manure.
Synonym? I don't know, man. I don't listen to hip hop.
Great. Anyways, boys, what else going on?
I don't know. You're the one
y'all-
running this show.
I know. I can kick us up on something. Anything y'all want to talk about?
Man, anything.
Yeah, I can always talk, man.
No, I don't fucking know that. I'm going to the Frio for Labor Day weekend. Never been to the Frio before.
Guadalupe, no
You've
Frio.
never been to the Frio? Great
been my
place.
first time.
Great place. You better. So I assume you've never been to Garner State Park then.
Nope, this will be the first
Oh,
time.
Beautiful, beautiful place. Used to go when I was a kid with my dad.
Yeah.
So the kids like it. They have a pavilion there that they everybody goes to at night. The kids dance and stuff. It's a family deal. It really is. I mean, my dad would get drunk and laugh at me dancing around, kicking people, right? But it was a great place.
This is a couple weeks ago.
This is when I was young.
Okay.
But I do like Garner State Park. I really do. Are you staying in Garner?
No, we're staying in
Leakey?
Lakey. You got it.
Leaky, Lakey. It's people call it different.
Whatever. They got I've been there before.
Pretty out that way though.
Oh, it's beautiful. I've been
Pretty
there
out that way.
before.
Real
They got
hilly.
that.
You ever been out there, Brad?
No,
Oh, that's a gorgeous
I
place.
have not been
And Garner's
west
fucking
of Austin
far,
yet.
dude.
Well, you've been to Fredericksburg.
That's
Is that west of Austin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Take that back. Geographically challenged, I've been to Fredericksburg.
So about another hour or so, hour and some change. You're in Lakey. You're in Garner State Park.
So Texas trivia, you guys are the right two to ask. Marfa Lights. I want to go. What the heck is Marfa Lights?
I don't know.
Never heard of that
Never
one.
heard of that.
Marfa Lights.
What are
How-
Marfa
how
Lights?
Is that like
everyone-
cigarettes? The
Is
lights?
that the
UFO
stargazing
lights. That's
place?
like UFOs landing in Texas doing alien shit. Like Independence Day, Will Smith lives out there. He's like fighting against some race of aliens that are coming down, and it's like Independence Day in
Never
Texas.
heard of
It's
this
called
shit.
Marfa Lights.
Never
You
heard
two
of
are
this
from
shit.
Texas. You haven't Luke about, and you don't know what Marfa Lights are. I quit. I'm moving back to Florida right now. I give up. I'm going back to eating fried mullet and Spanish mackerel. Y'all have just
And
completely
them
destroyed.
fucking-
So-
them
so
flautas
his-
are great.
Do you have Google on that
I have
thing?
Google.
Marfa Light.
Marfa
How?
Lights. I've never heard of this.
Seriously, y'all are really crushing my hopes.
So
You got a 9,000 square foot house with 5 garages. You know what the Marfa Lights is? Aliens have been here twice probably this week. In this
How do you
garage.
spell that? Marful?
Just very careful.
I thought he's talking about cigarettes. Marble lights.
Marfa Lights.
I don't
Here it
know
is.
you from
That's
Texas.
the first goddamn thing came up when I put MAR.
Yeah,
Never
you
even
should
heard
know
of this.
that.
All right, hold on. We're going to Wikipedia.
It says it's in Oklahoma, jackass. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
it's
I'm
Texas.
All right, everybody, shut up. I'm reading. The Marfa Lights, also known as the Marfa Ghost Lights, have been observed near U.S. Route 67 in Mitchell Flat, east of Marfa, Texas, in the United States. They have gained some fame as onlookers have ascribed them to paranormal phenomena such as ghosts, UFOs, or Will-o'-the-Wisp. The fuck is Will-o'-the-Wisp?
Google that.
Well,
Do you
it's
need a
kinda thing.
leprechaun flute? Have y'all seen that? That's hilarious. God, that's hilarious. Have you seen that?
That's in my home state, Alabama. Y'all back up.
My burger.
So how do y'all not know the Marfa Lights?
Well, hold
I've
on, I'm
never
still trying to
heard
figure
of
out what
it.
the fuck it is. However, scientific research suggests that most, if not all, are atmospheric reflections of automobile headlights and campfires. That's why I don't know, because it's fucking car lights.
Yeah. What?
They said Area 51 was some BS. You gonna call that or you gonna
Well,
believe
is
it?
that the secret place?
I don't know shit.
Everybody's heard of Area 51.
Maybe they have. Maybe
But
they haven't.
Marfa Light. Who
But how
told
the-
you about Marfa Lights?
I married a real Texan apparently.
West Texas have been called many names over the years, such
Where's
as
it
ghost
at?
lights, weird
Give me
lights.
somewhere
It's in
else.
Texas.
That's close
I don't
to
know.
it.
They don't even have any fucking pictures up of this thing.
It's
That's fucking
secret.
bullshit.
How do y'all not know about this? How many
Where's
places?
Morpha at? Morpha is, dude, you're down near Big Bend country.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're out El Paso way, dude.
Is that like not Texas, Texas?
Oh, that's
No, it
Texas,
is, but
it's
how do you not
fucking
know?
far, dude.
If you live in this country and you don't know everything about your country, are you very patriotic?
Well, they don't have
Extremely
internet over
patriotic.
there, so they haven't been able to get information out yet.
Yeah.
you just found it.
It's hard to find.
That blows that
information.
out of the water. I think y'all aren't very Texan. Am I more Texan than two Texans?
No.
I'm drinking Lone Star talking about Marfa
You just
Lights.
had your first Shiner box, sir. I might want
Yeah.
to hold your tongue.
But I'm drinking
Yeah.
Lone Star talking about Marfa Lights.
Have you seen their new commercial? Great.
Who, Shiner
So you
box?
change the
Shiner box.
subject. That's when you know you got
No,
them.
it's actually yeah, okay. You got me. I don't know what the fuck Marfa Lights are. I'm not a Texan anymore.
think she put out a
Take
bunch
my
of
fucking
furniture
Texas
stuff.
flag off my walls.
Marfa Stewart.
She makes good. she makes good flautas.
She had a cooking show for years, Marfa
Yeah.
Stewart.
In May 2004, a group from the Society of Physics students at the University of Texas at Dallas spent 4 days investigating and recording lights observed southwest of the View Park using traffic volume monitoring equipment, video cameras, binoculars, and chase cars.
Let's do a
Chase
podcast
cars.
there.
Their report made the following conclusions. U.S. Highway 67 is visible from the Marfa Lights viewing location. The frequency of lights southwest of the View Park correlates with the frequency of vehicle traffic on US 67. The motion of the observed lights was in a straight line corresponding to US 67. It's fucking car lights, bro.
I love LSD.
Fair enough.
Maybe that's what it
Fair
is.
enough.
Maybe so. If I'm going down that way, I'm going to Big Bend
So I'm trying. I
and
want to
not
go.
go to Marfa Lights. I'm
But
just
how
going
do
to
you
say.
not?
Because
That's like-
they're car lights.
But that's
You
what
gonna
they
go see a
say.
road? You wanna go see some car
I
lights?
mean, I could
turn on some real
put
quick.
you on 96 this evening.
You could.
Yeah.
And I'll give you some LSD and be like, Marfa.
I love Marfa.
Let's go get some flautas.
Is Pancho Villa making them? If he is, I'm
It's
down.
just
'Cause he
Pancho.
makes good flautas.
That was
He really
hilarious.
does.
That was.
And those tuna tostadas they make there at Pancho Villa's, I see what the war was about. I'm there. I get it. Like, I'm all about it. I understand.
She makes wonderful flautas.
No, I know it makes sense.
Marfa Lights. Fucking flautas at Pancho Villa's.
Don't make me throw some more Texas knowledge at y'all. I will.
Well, I'm curious to hear.
Yes.
I think
I like it. So here's what I'm not opposed to learning about new things, but that was a little bit shady. Car lights and
But it's a spot.
campfires.
But it's a spot.
Yeah.
It's a spot
Yeah.
that y'all didn't know about.
That's west, man. It's hard to go west from as where we're at. West,
So if
West
you live
Texas.
in a country and you don't like a side of it, you cannot be patriotic because that's too far to go.
No, that had nothing to do
You don't
with
like
not being
California
patriotic.
Love California.
Okay.
They got weed and waves.
Weed and waves.
I can't do nothing with either one of them, but they got it.
Anyway, the new Shinerbach commercial is a bunch of people floating the river, and it's showing that it's like 100 degrees outside or whatever. And they're like, we don't have snow or some shit like that, and they all just grab beers out of an ice chest, floating the river, and their Shinerbach is like, fucking, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
It's the Frio River. Had to be.
No, I think it was Guadalupe.
Guadalupe.
I'm almost positive it was Guadalupe.
That was a reference to cold beer.
There is a Frio River that he's going to in
Is it Frio?
Frio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Is it
cold as
Frio?
spring.
Yes.
It's spring fed. It's very cold.
That's why it's named that.
It's very refreshing.
It's not like
hot.
Iceland, it's all green, and Greenland's all ice.
No, it's spring fed. It's genuinely cold.
We make sense here in Texas. Rio means cold.
You
Yeah.
guys do a good job.
No.
We also think car
Rio
lights are
Grande.
aliens, though, evidently.
You think car lights are aliens.
Rio Grande, big river.
Bunch of dumb rednecks and Marines, though, right, Brad?
Love Marines.
Great Mexican food.
Semper Fi, hooah. I love flautas mostly.
We're gonna have to let old Mr. Erdem listen to this podcast. Let him know what you think. Just
Really agree.
what you think about him.
Then you just reference Frank Dacus. You're good.
Frank's hilarious,
It
dude.
all evens out.
You know, he brought Brad dick-shaped lollipops.
So that I would feel at home while at work.
Yeah.
He said, I know you can't suck them at your desk to make you feel like you can. So I have dick-shaped lollipops in my desk drawer now.
From
Blue
Frank
ones.
Dacus.
From Frank Dacus.
Hilarious.
That's great.
That is.
That's
a-
great.
That's fantastic.
That is.
That's pure brilliance.
The guy had to go through the fucking embarrassment of buying blue dick lollipops
To bring 'em
Totally
to
worth
just to bring them to Brad.
100% worth it.
Oh yeah, completely worth it. Oh, I would
Absolutely.
have done it too. I'm
Absolutely.
just a little upset that I didn't think about it first, because that's some funny shit.
That's fun.
That's good.
That's that grenade humor that you don't get how funny it is till you think about, wait a minute. There's a lot of subtitles in that humor
Yeah.
that once you think about, that's fucking funny.
funny.
It's not just a dick-shaped lollipop. There's a lot that goes into that.
Yes.
That's true humor.
you can appreciate something
I can
like that.
appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a friend. A real friend is the type of guy that'll bring you a blue
Right.
dick lollipop to work.
In the first six
that's,
I ate,
that's a friend.
when I held my own hair
You're not-
back, I didn't feel bad about it. Now I feel a little weird now that I realize what's going on. But the first one, when I would hold my hair back and eat it, I was like, hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
This is
Wait a
weird.
minute.
Why am I holding my hair back? Why am I calling myself a slut? I don't understand what's going on.
You're into some weird shit, man.
I really am.
You ever fucked a flauta?
No, but I would love to. Y'all know where Pancho B is at?
Yeah, there's one up on 45.
There's one in Texas City, I think, right next to the Bumblebee. They got lingua there.
Bilingual.
No, just lingua. Tacos.
What was that?
Tacos that speak two languages.
What?
What is it? Is it next Friday?
No, Leroy. I'm bilingual. There's a difference.
I'm bilingual. There's a difference.
Have you seen that movie?
Fucking
I
next
don't
Is it
remember
next Friday? Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
next
one of the
Friday.
guys is fresh out of jail, and he's like, fucking, no, Leroy, I'm bilingual. There's a difference.
What's it? Friday after next Friday.
It was
the
Friday,
following
next Friday.
Payday
Them motherfuckers
Friday.
are funny, man.
It's a whole bunch
Goddamn,
of
they're funny.
Speaking of funny, so I seen Bill Burr last night.
Yes.
Oh,
I thought he was coming here
kills
today.
it.
I know. You promised me Bill Burr today.
I didn't know who Bill Burr was, but
Yeah, and your fucking dumbass didn't get it. You're like, who's Bill?
after I Googled him, I was like, oh, this is going to be
What-
good.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He done run us all off by now.
Y'all didn't capitalize it. I text both of you on the group text last night around 5:50. Said, hey, I'm going to see Bill Burr. You want me to see if I can get him for the podcast tomorrow?
I said yes, please.
Yeah, I messaged.
I didn't get it. I
I
don't know, maybe I
messaged
wasn't dead
JP on the
something.
side, like, who the fuck is Bill Burr?
You don't know who
You
Bill
didn't,
Burr
he
is?
didn't say Burr though. So this morning he said, you messaged. You
I
said
said Bill will be here around 2:30.
he said you messaged. You said, are we still good for 2:00?
Yeah,
And he messaged back. He said, yeah, we're good for 2.
Bill be here.
Bill be here at
2:30.
2:30.
And you
I
said,
messaged you.
And then
Who
you
the
messaged
fuck
me
is
on the side like, who the fuck's Bill? And then I messaged the group. I'm like, who the fuck's Bill?
Yeah.
Because I was like,
and he's like Bill Burr. I was like, I got nothing. I don't. Am I
and then
supposed
I
to
didn't
know?
see where you messaged Bill Burr back.
He did.
Because I've been fucking busy all goddamn day, man.
You
I
were
ain't-
pressure washing for
yeah, I ain't fucking
$9.
stop.
You 42 hours pressure washing for $9.
I said, who the fuck is Bill? You said Bill Burr. I didn't see that at all.
So I went
Yeah,
to
anyways.
a Bill Burr show last night.
Comedian,
That's why
funny.
I was kind of throwing that in there.
Yeah, we didn't get it.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
By the way, you don't know, but you have an excellent Bill Burr impression.
Who?
You.
Yeah.
What I did?
Your fucking Boston voice.
Hey, get the
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
Be a
Because
fucking
they all sound the same, you know.
So
the
it's
fuck?
it's his new.
So
it's
he's not a
new-
Texan.
No.
Is he legitimately funny in
Yes.
Texas?
Oh,
Well, I
he's
don't know
fucking
about-
funny as shit.
He's funny as
He's
fuck.
funny as
And
fuck.
y'all
He
agree
shits
with
on
that? Y'all
everybody.
appreciate that?
Oh yeah.
It had to be Texas
Oh, he
comedy.
shits. So last night,
It didn't all have to be redneck comedy tour or nothing.
no,
I do like Ron White a little bit more because he's from Texas.
He is from Texas.
Fair enough.
I thought he was
But-
from Georgia or something.
Nope.
No, he's from Texas.
What about Jeff?
French, Texas.
French
Southwest.
Texas.
And he actually
He
went
used
to
to-
high school in Pasadena.
He used
Deer
to.
Park,
He was a
one
saddle
time.
bronc rider too. He was a rodeo guy.
Big old saddle.
Yeah, he's the younger days. You know?
Big old bronc.
Hey, have you ever heard his fucking story? God damn it. About, was it Hawaii?
Yeah, where he's somewhere and he's talking
I
about.
think it's Hawaii.
Was he at the Roxy party?
No.
Was he smoking weed with the kid from Florida? Because if so, I know the other half. That prick's not from Australia either. I'll be the first to tell you he is
at a Roxy party in
dickhead.
2000.
That jackass ruined my whole evening. Yeah, I got your
Fucking flout-eating motherfucker.
son of a bitch. I'd like to talk to him about that evening.
This is
Australian Texas accents. They sound the same. I can see where I got mixed up. Thought he was Australian.
They sound the same.
He could have been saying to right. What he might have been saying was to the right. And I thought, oh, fucker.
He got
No, he was like.
I think it was Hawaii. It's one of the greatest
I don't remember
stories.
that part of his bit. I don't want to shit on Ron White because he's hilarious, but he was talking about some Filipinos, wasn't it?
No, I'll tell a story. It's one of the
Okay.
greatest stories of all fucking time.
It's hilarious.
It's
It
when
is.
he joined. He was like 19, joined
Some branch of the
military. I think Navy at the time, right?
It makes sense.
He
Him and Shook.
oh goddamn.
Shook is hilarious.
So
He
he
needs to be on this.
Shook is that type of person that makes you embarrassed for him. Love him to death.
We love you.
God, I love him.
Please
He's
quit
such a
washing
good
your
guy.
hands from behind me in
He's
the
such a
bathroom.
good guy.
love him. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's telling a
Love
story
him.
about he's 19 years old. He went down to
Amarillo?
no, he was in like San Diego, right? And then he goes across and they go to Tijuana.
Been there. I got
So he goes
stories
to
about that.
Tijuana and he says something about he gave
These are the
He got-
$5
he-
blowjobs, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but that's from
I
the
don't think they're in
donkey.
Tijuana.
No, there's more.
That's
more
from
story.
the donkey.
Let me tell a story. I'll
The
tell a story.
$5
Okay.
blowjobs come from the donkey. The $10
No,
ones
no,
are
no,
from
no,
the
no,
donkey
no.
girl.
Listen. So he says,
You can buy a $5 blowjob from a actual donkey?
Well, it's an ass.
Is there a pun in that? No. I got to stop you for a second.
okay, yeah.
No, I was just trying to distract y'all.
You can get you know a place that you can get a fucking blowjob from a donkey for $5?
You know a place you can't?
Yeah, I guess not. You can't
Have
get
you
one
not
here.
been to Tijuana?
Do you have to? I don't know. I just never been
It's
to
near the
Tijuana.
Marfa Lights. Just west of Lukenbach. You got to get out of town. You've got to get out of
West
League
of
City.
Lukenbach.
A little John west of Lukenbach, fucking
Yeah.
24
Got
hours.
to get out of
Yeah,
League
it's like
City.
majorly south of fucking
it
Lukenbach.
sucks.
So,
I passed out drunk there. I think I don't know.
do you know somebody that's gotten a blowjob from a donkey before? Is that a thing?
Yes, definitely a thing.
I don't want to talk about this. Let's go on with the story.
You're the one that fucking said it.
Teeth bad. Let's go.
I know. I got you.
Have we never seen Urban Cowboy?
No.
I've seen
Or
Urban
not
Cowboy.
Urban Cowboy. God damn it, the Cowboy Way.
I've seen
No.
that one too.
Where you never seen Cowboy?
Oh, it's
That's
great.
a fucking great
I'm not
movie.
from Texas.
Woody Harrelson. They're New Mexican.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Kiefer Sutherland and
Bunch
Woody
of
Harrelson.
goddamn rope suckers in here.
Are you New Mexican or Old Mexican?
Dude, Cowboy is a great fucking movie, regardless of where you're from.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Matt Damon?
Kiefer
not in
Sutherland.
Oh, Kiefer
And
Sutherland.
Woody
I
Harrelson.
think Kiefer Sutherland. I think Flatliners, and that ruins it for me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a bad surf movie or something?
no, Flatliners.
You never
Red
seen
hoodie,
Flatliners?
No.
Red hoodie. He goes
Guess
to
who else
sleep.
was in it? Of course, Kevin fucking Bacon.
Yeah, he was in
Kevin
it.
They
fucking
redid
Bacon.
it.
Six
They made
ways.
it again. I
Because he
didn't see the
puts up,
second
they
one.
go, they kill him, and then there's a thing in a red hood, and then you come back, and then after that,
So the
Is
premise
that
of
the
the
Lost Boys?
no, different, same thing. It's like the same thing with
Same
a coma.
fucking shit. Same shit. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You've seen Lost Boys. You've seen Flatliners.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, you've seen
Gotcha.
every movie in the '80s.
Yeah. So
In the early 90s.
No, the thing about the show is there are a bunch of doctors. I think from Harvard. Maybe they're studying Harvard. Maybe.
It sounds kind of
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Harvard or
they're medical students, and they kill each other
On the
literally,
table.
on the table, and
Like,
let them
Bring each
Medically.
other back to life.
and then bring them back. You
Yeah.
know, they let them be dead minute.
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
Yeah, we'll just
Heavy
start
on the
fucking
ish.
with them when they do that. I don't know.
Well, no
I
shit.
mean, we're good friends. I'm not gonna let you kill me.
No.
There's a kid in
Yeah.
a red hood. That, it's bad.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
a terrible reference for the fucking podcast right now. Fucking Flatliners. Who'd have thought that made a thing? Anyways,
You said Kiefer Sullivan. I didn't.
Three Musketeers. Come on, let's get. Let's meet.
Is that the one where they go? No, that's Three Amigos.
Amigos, we're just hilarious.
Wrong three.
Great flautas.
They do have.
Dude, do you remember the scene in that movie where they're all sitting there and Chevy Chase is like trying to make a fucking taco because they're eating in Mexico? He's like, "You got anything else besides Mexican food?" Fucking crushed it. It was hilarious.
I think there they just call it food.
Yeah, he's like trying his damnedest to put together a fucking taco. He goes, "Y'all got anything besides Mexican food?"
What's the bad guy's name? What's his name?
Oh, I don't remember his name.
It's like,
I
it's
was
like
a
good
kid.
looking in Spanish or something.
So Ron White's in San Diego.
How do we go from Flautas to San Diego?
To Chevy Chase trying to make a taco.
All the way from Flatliners in a red hood.
Yeah, I know. Goddamn it.
Goofy ass movie. They walk up to that bush that's just singing its ass off. They're trying to talk to it. It's like it should be coming around the mountain. And they're like, I guess this is the singing bush. I don't know. I can't get him to shut the fuck up so I can ask it.
We have the nights that go, wait.
Great fucking movie. Hilarious.
God damn it.
I'm 10 right now, man. That was a good fucking show.
It was good.
My fucking mouth hurts.
So the only one under the age of 30 now has lost his train of thought. He has no clue what we've been talking about for the last hour. He's like, Chevy who?
Oh, come on now.
You know who Chevy
Kiefer
Chase
what?
is?
Of course I knew Chevy Chase. Of course I know who Kiefer Sutherland is.
Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland, I didn't know if y'all knew this or not. He's like really fucking short. He's like 5'4".
They're all 5'4". It makes the cameras easier to zoom in.
Really?
I have no question.
My wife swears up and down that the host, Pat Sajak, and what's the chick's name on Wheel of Fortune? Been there
Vanna
forever.
White.
Vanna White, yeah. The reason they got hired is because they had big heads. Their heads are larger than normal.
Peyton
And
Manning has a giant head.
He's got a 4 head on it.
Yeah,
You're
he should
right.
be a movie star. But
That's more of like a 5 head.
Like a 17 head.
Dude,
was
them
it, number
some ugly
18?
motherfuckers.
Who, the Mannings?
Yeah,
Just
ugly
in
sons of
general?
bitches.
So on that roast the other day, they said that Peyton Manning was a top 3 quarterback in his family. I thought that was pure brilliance.
That's fucking funny.
I thought that was hilarious. They're like, I heard you're one of the top 3 quarterbacks in your family.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
pretty
that
good.
was brilliant.
So anyway, Ron White's bit.
So, okay. Ron White's in San Diego.
Yeah.
And he
this
talks
is,
about...
This is about the time Brad throws out a $5 fucking blowjob on
Yeah.
a donkey.
No, it was
Sorry,
a
I had to
donkey
stop you on
blowjob,
that. I had questions.
Yeah, no, I did too. I was conflicted whether or not to continue with my story or ask Brad about his.
Yeah. How do
Don't
you
ask me about mine.
How do you
Stick
know
with yours,
this?
because yours are probably less colorful.
So he says he goes down to Tijuana, and he says it's not the best prostitute there, but it was the best one I could afford or something like that.
Yeah.
And she didn't have teeth, whatever else. So it's pretty damn funny how he goes on. But then he talks about going to, I'm pretty sure it's Hawaii. And he's
I
there.
thought it was too.
He's there on Hawaii. He's at this naval base, and he says, you go on leave like Friday through Sunday or some shit.
Thank you.
And he says you could go down to the wherever it's called, some street, and on that street it had there was prostitutes, whatever, that come give you a blowjob for like $5.
Yeah.
And he's like, holy shit, this is the best $5 I've ever fucking spent. He goes, I was down there every fucking weekend. He goes, I drop one off, circle the block, come around, pick another one up.
Fuck yeah. He was like very much prospering in the $5 blowjob arena from prostitutes.
Yes.
That were small Filipino men.
Well, here's the kicker of the story. So he's talking about he spends months there. Every weekend he's at this fucking place circling the block. Mm-hmm. Years later, he's sitting naked on his couch eating Cheetos, whatever, drinking his scotch.
Yeah, watching his pecker turn orange. Want to see my pecker?
And he says that he's watching this documentary about this famous street in fucking Hawaii where these he-she Filipino people that have been working these corners for fucking 40 years, and he realizes in that moment
It's been him. The best part of the bit, though, when he's doing it, he says, "Fucking, I don't know if there's a record for getting your dick sucked by a guy."
I don't know if there's a record for straight guys get their dick sucked by other men.
Not donkeys?
No.
I came in on the wrong end.
Yeah, you came in on the wrong minute. So he basically, while he was in Hawaii, he was he was going down on this corner. He found this street where there was these beautiful women giving these blowjobs
Mahoos.
for like $5.
What'd you call him?
They're called mahus.
Mahus. Is that a dude?
Yeah, Hawaiian transvestites call them mahu.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he didn't know that was a
didn't know.
thing, and he was
Well,
getting
you know,
like.
they 6'2".
Oh,
No,
Guys with Adam
these
level.
were
He
not.
described them as beautiful women.
It was a mihus.
Mihus?
I don't think that's the word. Mahus is a word for sure.
Okay.
Maybe he's into big broads.
So, how close is the Philippines to Hawaii? It's
Not very close.
Closer than here.
Well, nothing's really fucking close to Hawaii. Hawaii's really out in the
Yeah,
middle
it's
of
most
nowhere.
remote.
But you just trek a little west and you run into it eventually, right?
Not so much.
Not so much.
No, I don't think you trick a little bit. You bump. I think the first thing you bump into is like.
It's trek a lot. I get that.
Yeah, you
Because they're
trek a
out in the
bunch.
middle of fucking
Hey,
nowhere.
boys.
Yeah.
What?
We got this wonderful new invention called...
Well, I'm just thinking if you head like due west,
Intranet.
southwest a little bit, you'll run into the Philippines before you run into.
Yeah, Japan.
Yeah, but it's south of Japan.
What is?
The Philippines.
in Hawaii.
And Hawaii is too. You're right. Well, there's Midway.
Midway. That's in Florida. That's between
What does that even mean?
Navarre and Fort
Midway
Walton.
is the island in between Hawaii and Japan.
Did you
Is
just
it near
make
the
that?
Marfa Lights?
Did you just make that up?
I don't think so. I think they actually have a movie about it.
Because it's the Battle of Midway?
Yeah.
Not so much.
No, I'm wrong. Okay. Hey, you ever been wrong before?
many times. I could be wrong. I'm
I thought it was. I haven't seen the movie, I guess, but I thought it was there was a big battle of Midway, and it's an island that.
There's
is
a big
in-
battle of Midway. but
Where's
I don't-
Midway at? Look that up.
Yeah, that's what I would start with the Battle of Midway because it sounds.
Okay.
If that motherfucker's halfway between Hawaii and Japan, you're gonna lick my asshole. You know that, right?
I will lick. I will lick
Battle of
Midway.
Midway.
it. Now, is it a place or just a geographical
Loo, loo,
location?
loo. You got some apples. Loo, loo, loo. You got some.
I don't want to smell this thing.
Why are you smelling it?
I don't know. It smells funny.
What? You're smelling my
It's smelling your mic.
smelling my microphone?
My mic right
Hold
now.
on. Hold on there, Bab. I don't know. Y'all talk while I look.
We're trying to figure out where Midway's at. And I
Well,
don't
I
think it's
know.
between Hawaii and the Philippines.
It's in the middle of fucking something.
I mean, you just call it like Midway Island? I don't know.
I think Midway. My Midway's in Florida between freaking Pensacola, Florida, and Fort Walton
Well, I'm
Beach.
sure there's a bunch of different Midways, but I'm talking about this one particular Midway, which is in between Hawaii and Japan.
Maybe.
Midway Atoll. Hold on.
Oh,
We got
better not be there.
we got action.
Better
It
not be
is
there.
surrounded by water.
Yeah,
course
no
it is.
shit. It's a fucking island.
Yeah, that kind of was a giveaway.
Yeah.
You're not
We
very good
didn't-
at leading up to this
We
thing.
didn't disagree on that.
I gotta let the old internet. Dude, it's in the middle of nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Joe Bolton is correct.
Right in between
no.
fucking
Where
Hawaii
is it
and
at?
Japan.
Between Hawaii and Japan.
That's
like not exactly in the middle, but closer to Hawaii than Japan.
I'll take
But in
it.
the middle.
Yeah,
Close
there's
enough.
nothing else fucking in the middle.
I would have taken.
But he's also right. If you just take a little jaunt left, you're gonna run straight into the Philippines.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Joe
All right.
Bolton's right
I'll take
again.
it. I'll take it.
damn it.
I'll take it.
The
How come
red-
I get right at the work when there's no video or audio involved, but then when it's time to go live, I suck.
Got the
Hey
face
man,
for radio.
audio or it didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm down. That's okay. I'll be wrong.
Yeah, the Philippines are south, actually southwest of Japan,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Dude, we are some learned fucks.
It's okay because my
Learned.
next trip is 2 years from now, Sumatra,
Which is where?
west of there and further.
Where?
West of there, like Maldives,
Where is it?
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm there.
That's what I'm training
dude.
for.
So Midway's like
Training
right out.
for? What are you training for?
Surf some sketchy ass reef breaks at
What-
45
how do you
years
train?
old. Get my body right for paddling some sketchy ass reef breaks.
How
I
do
probably
you
should surf.
train? Like, what does
You
that
go
mean?
surfing.
Surf, run, paddle.
Yeah.
Paddle the canals behind the house. Paddle a bunch, paddle a bunch,
Have
paddle a
you
bunch.
surfed the barges in Galveston Bay?
No. I don't know why I haven't.
Is that a thing? Do you
Yeah,
know about
it's a
that?
big thing. There's like big name pros come to Houston to surf the ship channel. It's a
Surf the
big
ship
thing.
channel?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of this.
Surf the waker, the
barges.
bows off the
Yeah.
off the tankers.
Really?
It produces like a head high wave that goes on for miles. There's like 30-minute rides.
Yeah, I've seen the wake on them. That's significant.
Yeah.
You could surf it, but
You have to know what oyster bar to be on, when to be there. It's like a big deal. People
Really?
travel from all over the world.
and
to
this
come
is
to
in your
Houston.
fucking backyard. You haven't done
I
it.
have a boat, surfboards. I haven't done it yet.
Wow.
So
When are you gonna do it?
When are you gonna do it?
I don't know. I guess after I get
It
back.
doesn't
from,
sound like he's very excited or
I
even
know,
making
like,
No, I'm
plans
really
to do
jazzed
this.
up about it, but I mean,
That sounds like it'd be some good training for your.
no. This is like a
So
late.
you should maybe check out Midway.
Where's
We'll
that
just-
at? Where's Midway?
It's in the middle
Is
of
that
fucking
in Florida?
It's in the middle of fucking ocean.
I need to try that out.
I just
I'm
hey,
thinking
what's the
next
surf
year-
like in Midway?
Next year is Nicaragua, and then something really reefy, and then the following year is Nicaragua early, and then like Mentawais.
Am I wrong by thinking Nicaragua is South America?
It is
Okay.
Central America.
Yeah, it's right.
Central America.
Yeah.
It's right above Costa
But
Rica.
it's heavy. It's heavy.
What does that mean?
It means it's like really barely heavy waves. They're really steep. They're real square and
Dude,
hollow.
that's pretty close to.
It's really close.
It's north
to,
of Costa Rica. It's the
due
first country
of
north.
Costa Rica.
Well, what's that one?
Honduras is right
yeah,
there.
Honduras is super sketchy.
Yeah, Honduras. No, I'm talking
Nicaragua's
sketchy
pretty
first.
sketchy too, man. So when I was in Costa Rica talking to some of the Costa Ricans, great people, they were alluding to me that they have immigration issues with Nicaragua a lot. A lot of people are trying to flee Nicaragua to go into Costa Rica.
Well,
It's like a much
Guanacaste
better
used to
place
be part of Nicaragua.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
It used to be
Yeah,
part
I
of
hear that,
Nicaragua.
man. It's a rough time in Nicaragua. Rough right now for them.
I was headed there before the Mexico trip. I was headed to Playa Colorado to Casa Iguanas down in the southern part of Nicaragua for a week-long surf trip, and then everything got kind of
Huge
sketchy.
lake around there, right?
Yeah, Lake Nicaragua. It
Yeah.
creates offshore winds that last like 300 days a year.
Okay.
So the surf's always offshore because lake effect winds that come off Lake Nicaragua. So we were headed to Nicaragua. Then everything got kind of sketchy.
Yeah, it got really shit
So
there.
we changed plans and went to Costa Rica early in the year, and then decided to go back to Mexico last week. Yeah, last week, just because that place got kind of sketchy.
Yeah. I like it. Aiden comes in and he has to whisper to me for some reason. We're just
Yeah.
in here bullshitting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he does with his life.
Pressure washing.
I see pressure washing in his future. Watch this shit take off and like JP ends up owning pressure washing podcast or some shit.
Or a
it's-
house this size.
Yeah. No, I'll be in the plants.
This house
You'll
isn't
be
that
hiring me.
big.
That was huge.
No, it's not.
I live in a beach house. Your garage is bigger than my home.
This bar's cool though, isn't it?
I got 1,000
Put a lot
square
of
foot
work in
house.
this bar, man. I love this fucking bar.
So-
It's awesome.
Yeah. Bolton Bar.
Yep.
We got Astros paraphernalia.
Everywhere.
Paraphernalia, hear me?
Believe it
Yeah,
or not,
I heard.
Texas.
Yeah, some Texas shit
Yeah.
everywhere. A bunch of Aggie stuff. My pretty wife graduated from A&M in 02, so of course we are huge Aggie fans. JP, he went to A&M, Galveston,
Didn't graduate, but
Went.
but
class of
Yeah.
2011 is supposed to be. Gig 'em.
yeah. So
Can you still gig them, or do
in
you
our-
I
in
don't
our-
know. I do it anyways.
gag
Fuck 'em.
them?
you know,
I don't know.
our son, huge Aggie fan, wants to go to A&M to be a veterinarian. I hope.
So he just
hope
wants
that
to eat
works.
lettuce and stuff?
I didn't say a vegetarian. I
I
said a
thought you said
veterinarian.
vegetarian. I thought you go to school for that crap now? I thought
Great
you just
Flauta is a
enjoyed it.
vegetarian school.
Would it be a flauta at vegetarian school? That's made of flour, I guess. Flauta.
Veterinarian.
I go to school to be a vegetarian.
Most known,
Is that a herpetology degree? What
most
is it?
known school
Herpetology.
for that, right? It's the if you're going to be a vet,
Go to Berkeley to be a vegetarian.
probably so. I don't know how to
Probably
listen to
so.
hip hop. So
A lot of vegans in Berkeley.
A lot of vegans. I love rap.
yeah, there's different levels of non-meat eaters now. I don't understand all of it.
Yeah.
What level are you?
Huh?
What level are you?
I'm like if
Red.
I'm on
Level
the,
red.
I'm yeah.
I like it rare.
I'm top of the fucking food chain. If I can kill you, I can eat you. That's
Oh,
this guy. So,
So your kid's going to school to be a vegetarian. Carry on.
he's gonna be a vet. You drunk. One Lone Star. This fucker can't handle himself anymore.
lettuce.
I love lettuce.
Lettuce
Hey,
and
got some
donkey
lettuce
blow-
wraps.
Lettuce and donkey blowjobs. This is a good
By the
song.
way, if you remember last time Brad was on the podcast, he was not partaking in the alcoholic beverages. And he just recently got off the bandwagon.
How do you get on off the wagon?
Well, I was going to say on the bandwagon, but that was wrong.
The saying is you fell off the wagon.
There you go. He fell off that sumbitch,
Yeah, I fell off of it.
and now the beer is flowing like beer.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
find him much more interesting now.
I married a Texan.
Yeah, we're
You
like.
have to drink to be married to a Texan. As
I
a
think you just got to
non-Texan.
drink to be married. I'm kidding.
What is your saying that I love so much?
What's that?
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I'll take
enough.
that as a fair enough. That's
Fair
a Joe
enough.
Bolton fair enough.
Fair enough.
Joe Bolton says fair enough anytime something is perfectly said, needs no more comment. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So I'll use that one there.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we all agreed that vegetarians suck, right? Were we going that way? No.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
vegetables.
I mean, do what you like, but
I don't
love,
care if you don't want to eat that. You don't want to.
love a medium rare fucking steak cooked right.
So you
So,
love meat.
Hey, by the way, here in Lake City, Texas, they are opening up a new butcher shop called Stone Cold Meats.
Where's that gonna be?
Right down the road, 518, past
Steve
the high
Austin
school.
Drive.
Past the high school, 517.
518, I'm sorry.
518. Which high school? Springs
Springs.
or Creek?
You go past Springs,
Okay.
and you know where Wong's is at?
Yeah.
Same
Love
little
this place.
strip. Same little strip.
In there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's gonna be a butcher shop, like an old school butcher shop.
I don't know what kind of school it is, but there's going to be a butcher shop selling meat.
Your school and his school is probably two different
Yeah,
genres.
fair enough.
So
But you
I
know,
would love an
that's
old
like
school
a
butcher shop.
That's like a craft that you don't see a ton of anymore.
I love butchers.
And it's a dying thing, you
Yeah,
know.
for
And,
sure.
and yeah,
Dude, I'm highly interested. I've fucking had a butcher on the podcast, and I like want to get him back and want to do like he's about to have a TV show about him and all this shit. He's in the World Butcher Championships. Brian Butler from Salt and Thyme Butcher Shop in Austin, Texas, and I just want to talk to that guy every weekend.
my grandfather was a butcher. Believe it or not,
Awesome.
he was before he went to work at the plants, and then eventually ended up at the railroad. But back like in high school, he worked at a butcher shop.
Dude, I'd
Yeah.
love it, man.
It was all,
dad
he
was
was
a
a
butcher.
He was a 19 in the 40s. He was a Golden Glove boxer in Galveston. My grandfather, Claude Carter, good
You've been beating the meat for a long time.
dude. He
How
was.
old, how old was it when my grandfather boxed in the 40s in Dick City?
And my wonderful wife, she found this for me. And I got it hung up here. And how she did it, I don't know. But he only had one professional fight. But she found his record. That's his boxing record right up there. So I hung it up. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's
I was
really
like,
cool.
wow,
That's badass, man.
yeah, his boxing record for
This
when
bar
he-
is really cool.
And he, from what the story he told me, he had one professional fight. You got to think back then they were going 15 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun. Those are champions, man. They're
Yeah.
God Almighty. And he went 15 rounds. He had
Smoking and drinking the whole time.
one. Oh fuck yeah! Fuck
Between
yeah.
rounds, taking
No
drugs.
donkeys.
Hell yeah! Whites only. You remember that shit?
The only way to win a fight back in the day.
Well,
Yeah, fair enough.
go ahead. But we'll talk about Joe Johnson in Galveston.
Jack Johnson.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack Johnson.
Was it Joe Johnson or Jack Johnson? The
Jack
Galveston.
Johnson's a Hawaiian musician.
I know, but I think, but there's the Galveston Giant. Is it Jack Johnson or
talked
Joe
to me
Johnson?
about
I think
that
it's
one.
Joe Johnson.
We talked
Yeah,
about
he
that.
was
We Googled
he was
it.
a world champion. This
Yeah.
guy was amazing.
I'm
They
just
called him
hoping
the
I'm right.
Galveston Giant. Either people were just smaller back then or something because he was only 6 foot, or maybe 6'1".
Did he have a job?
Didn't we see that? He's like the size of JP.
Did he have a job?
Yeah, he's about.
Did he have a job?
Yeah.
I got yeah, he was a kick your ass type job.
yeah, that's
Anyway,
easy.
my grandfather, the story goes, he had one professional fight and went 15 rounds with a guy. He lost by decision. My grandfather did. But, you know, you go 15 rounds with a guy, you're still in the hospital. You're beat
Yeah.
to fuck.
Yeah.
You know, you're fighting
Full.
somebody that's professional at it, right?
Yeah.
15 fucking 3-minute rounds, you're smoked.
Yeah.
So he's in the hospital, and his father, which was a tough son of a bitch too, my great-grandfather, never met him, he goes in there and he asked him to not do it anymore. He was like, I can't see my son in this position. Please stop. I don't want to see you like this anymore. So my grandfather quit because his father asked him to.
Oh, that's a good story.
Yeah.
Respectable man.
Yeah, that's respectable.
Respectable man. Jack Johnson, you're correct.
I was right. Jack
Yes.
Johnson.
Galveston
Okay.
Giant.
The Galveston
The
Giant.
Galveston Giant, yeah.
Born in 1878. So this guy was heavyweight champion. Like, so before
98 years before I was born.
Joe Louis was the man, right? He's
Yeah.
the one that everybody remembers. The guy, he was like a
Yeah,
20-year.
Chicago, right?
I don't remember where Joe Louis is from.
I think Chicago. They call him the Brown Bobber, Joe Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody remembers Joe Louis. Well, Jack Johnson was like the guy before him from Galveston. He used to run around. We read a bunch of shit about him. He used to run around with a bunch of white women.
Jack Johnson did, yeah.
Like
yeah,
in
I think he
1904.
married a white girl. Way back
Yeah.
then. I mean,
Right,
this was
right.
not okay on
Like
any level.
Nowadays, where
Well,
it's
he
okay.
talks
Yeah.
about it. He talks about it growing up in Texas and in Galveston and stuff like that. He goes, I never had a problem.
Yeah.
He goes, it wasn't prejudice.
wasn't a
Who's
thing.
It
going to
wasn't.
question you if you're a Golden Glove boxer?
Oh, there was
Yeah,
no Golden
he-
Gloves then, but he was just world champion. Yeah.
You're a badass.
But
I'm not going to question you.
he grew up with nothing but, you know, white folks and everything like that. It's a weird story of his of how much racism he didn't see.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Growing up
what he
in that
should have
time
seen
in
versus
Texas,
what he did.
and he's like, no, man, it wasn't all that big a deal.
Surely he did,
Well, surely he did.
like, adhere to some, right? But, but he talks. We read a couple of interviews and stuff in that because Joe and I working in the same office and shit like that. You know, we get
Yeah,
bored.
you
from
guys
time to time.
Google the hell out
Yeah.
of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's the
Like
most
to get
interesting
educated.
office in the
Y'all
building.
have the funniest office I've ever heard in my life. Being the office next to you guys is like I keep one earplug in my left ear so I can hear the banter in y'all's office in my right ear. And normally I take the earplug out and I'm like, Glenn, do you hear what the hell they're doing right now? They're battling how the Y was invented as a letter, and you guys will go for 12 hours about why Y is a letter, and it'll get deep too. I'm like, it's a fucking letter, but you guys have
we'll
got.
find some article that, like some
Yeah.
obscure article
Right.
written in fucking 2004 that is
By the
to our
Marfa
point.
Lights
We're like, look
people.
at this shit.
Yeah.
He agrees. He agrees.
5 days later, it'll spark back up in a meeting. The Y is a real letter, and you guys are fiery, freaking passionate about it. It's crazy. JP coming back to Marathon was the greatest thing that happened to Turnaround Group.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're back.
Productivity may
JP.
fall by
I'm glad you're
30%, but our happiness will increase by 90%.
Hey, it's all about the morale as far as I'm concerned.
Who cares about the money?
You can't leave again, bud. You can't.
No,
you know.
I'm there. I'm pretty, as I told the old lady, I'm pretty much there for life now.
You're stuck.
I know.
I know.
There's something to say about liking where you work, though, too.
I know. It's the worst places to be. I'm not upset.
You can hate your job, but like the people, and it's okay.
Yeah. And the job's really not that bad.
It's super easy.
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's not a bad job.
No.
It's
Like I
not
said, there's
bad.
worse places to be. I'm not upset about it at all.
Yeah, it's a
Right,
great
you
place.
could be that donkey giving blowjobs to Tijuana for $5.
Yeah, it sucks for
Imagine
the donkey.
that. Imagine that turn of circumstance. Like
That's a thing? Is that a thing?
And then you're like, here we go again.
Is that a thing? I mean, can you really?
I don't know. I'm just saying you could be that guy or
I know
donkey.
Clerks too. They had a donkey.
They did, but it was a dude that fucked it.
Tina and the donkey or some shit. He's like, yeah, that's Tina. I'm the donkey.
Name it whatever you want.
Yeah.
You're not
Have
that
you seen
donkey.
Clerks too?
I haven't seen Clerks 1.
Oh, my God.
great.
Damn it, Brad.
Great show.
How have you not?
With
That's like
Jay and
right
Silent
in your
Bob.
wheelhouse,
That is in your wheelhouse.
1995.
That is
My
your
wheelhouse.
wheelhouse, big time.
What year?
Like
It's
1995.
90s. It's 90s shit.
96.
I would give y'all a synopsis of what I was doing in
Got
the
Jay
90s.
and Silent Bob.
I didn't
Kevin
know
Smith,
who
right?
I was
This guy's
from
name.
like
Kevin Smith,
94
yeah.
Kevin
to like
Smith did it.
2002. I don't remember where I was at.
Dude, you got to see Clerks. Clerks is great. Black and white film.
Yeah, Clerks black and white, low
then Clerks-
budget, just fucking great dialogue.
Yeah.
1995,
There's
96.
8 years of my life I need to go back and revisit.
Well,
and then they had to
do
spin off
it in a therapy office. You know,
I
I
just
just,
do it through
yeah.
Amazon Prime.
I need
has
to talk
got
to
movies.
somebody. I got to work on myself.
Just saying, you may not want to revisit that on a Saturday night, throwing back fucking shiners. Shit
You need a
may
life
come up.
coach. Life coach.
Yeah.
The fuck is a life coach? Fucking pussies. Shut up. Life
Take your ass to
coach.
Luke and
How
Bob.
the fuck do you become a life coach? You suck at life so much you need a coach for it. What?
That's like those motivational speakers are like not successful. A lot of them. Some of them are like whatever the good ones are, but then there's like motivational speakers that are like their job is motivational speaking,
Yeah.
but they're not successful in anything else. They're
I'm gonna
just
start a podcast being a really bad motivational speaker.
Really bad one?
Let me hear it.
Really bad one.
How would you go? How would you say it?
I don't know how
like,
I'd say
like,
it.
give me.
what is
I'm
your
trying, I'm
motivational-
trying to become a realty person, a realtor. I'm trying to become a realtor. How would you motivate me to do that?
Well, I'm going to be a demotivational speaker, so I wouldn't motivate
so
you.
you wouldn't? Oh,
I'd be
okay.
horrible at it. I'd be
Okay.
like, you're not really attractive. And to sell stuff, you should be good looking. Most of the time...
You just got straight to you, right.
Well, sorry, JP, you're an ugly fuck. So nobody's going to want to buy anything from you.
Personally
because everybody knows that if you're buying something, you're not buying it from somebody fucking
Right.
ugly.
And that's where I would go.
Especially
with.
something like significant
I was
investment like
are
a
you
house.
trying to sell things, or are you trying to not sell
I think
things?
I'm going to go home and cry. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm demotivated.
Right, that's
You
what
need
I'm
a
gonna do.
life-
That's what I'm
you
gonna
need a
do.
life coach.
And I'm going to help you.
Life coach.
And then when you're tore down to the point you can't handle it no more, I'm not going to do a fucking thing about it. But I'm going to feel really good about myself because I feel better about what I did.
Because there's one less fucktard in the world, right?
Demotion.
Yeah.
Motivational
It's like the
speaker.
military. They call them drill sergeants.
It's going to
They
be
get
nice.
paid.
We're going to have flautas.
Pancho B is making them. Show up. It's on Palmer.
It's going
Everybody
to be
show
nice.
up at Palmer's
Be a
at
real nice
9.
place. Yeah, I can see
They
that.
got lingua there.
That's good. That's going to be in just, I'm going to say episode 21, Lone Star Podcast.
That actually does sound like it'd be fun as fuck. I mean, I can
Lingua?
actually see myself being a psychiatrist.
Just talking
with
shit to
zero
people.
fucking training, and and being there and trying to make my own self feel better by listening to their fucking horror stories.
I feel better
and
by
telling
you
them to quit
sucking.
fucking crying. You know
Right.
what I mean? You bitch way too much. You're bitching way
Right.
too much.
So I'm
You
not a
know?
motivational speaker. I'm a me fixer.
Reverse-
By you sucking. So
They got a
by
thing on
trying
that,
to fixing
reverse
your
psychology.
miserable life, I feel better about my horrible life. Like, God damn, your life sucks. I really rough. I'm a good looking.
You're right. Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed off and
I'm
depressed
5'8",
too.
good
Shit.
looking, I got a job. 5'8" used to be a bad thing. Not so much.
Yeah.
Fuck, I might as well be 6'3".
Holy shit! You need a gun? I mean, yeah.
Hell, I'm 5'8". I don't feel as bad as I used to about that.
So JP, the podcast thing. This
that
is
going?
enjoyable. This is my first time on the podcast. This is actually really fun. And I just like to sit around and bullshit with my friends anyway. And I could do this every fucking weekend, to be honest with you, because I like to drink beer and
You do
bullshit.
this 40 hours a week.
Yeah. I fucking actually get
Without
paid
the
real
beer,
well.
I think you drink at lunch, but I can't prove that yet.
Dude, I'll drink at lunch, man. That's fucking wrong, right?
I smoke pot at lunch.
Yeah, drink in the shower before work. That's it. A couple shots of vodka. I'm good to go. Gotta go fucking argue with JP all goddamn day. Gotta Google shit
And
to prove his
I would
fucking
like
ass
to know.
wrong.
I'd like to know the
Every
win-lose
fucking day.
ratio between you two
He's
in the
driving to work
office.
every day, getting fucking
it-
in the zone,
Is
getting
it
pumped,
50?
just like
Is it
fuck that
50-50?
motherfucker.
Is
I'm listening
JP
to old
smarter?
fucking Rocky music,
Is
Fucking
JP
Eye of the
smarter?
Tiger.
Or who wins?
Who's smarter? It's
Because you
me.
guys
It's fucking
always
me.
are battling.
It's
JP
pretty
looks-
close to 50-50.
JP
It's
looks
pretty-
smarter.
He looks smarter?
He does look
You just
smarter.
said he was too ugly to fucking sell houses.
Right, which makes
But
him
now
look
he
smarter.
looks smarter? What, do I
Smart
look like some
people
kind of
aren't
dumbass
attractive.
redneck? I guess I look like
You can't be good looking and smart at the same time,
Okay.
Joe.
I look like a Marine. That's what he's trying to tell me.
You do look like a
Brad's
Marine.
own way.
You do. You, Dacus, heard him. You guys all fit a mold. So I'm assuming
Right
JP
fucking
wins.
turnarounds.
I'm assuming JP wins most of the battles.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It's
no,
pretty
there's-
close.
But he is the master of useless knowledge.
Yeah, I do.
Dude,
I-
He
He
knows
is.
more
He
stupid
is.
shit than Google does.
like I knew fucking
thing-
Midway was in
here's-
between.
I
yeah.
bet Google, if you Google dumbest shit in the world, it would reference Joe Bolton.
Yeah, yeah.
It would say,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Here's the thing. When either one of us are right, we're right.
You're
Like-
right, dead on.
Like, yeah. So, like, he'll know some shit's right, and
Yeah.
we'll
That's
kind of
like
bait
me-
you into it to
that's
try
like
to
me-
get you to argue,
That was
knowing
me
he's
knowing
right.
that megalodon teeth aren't 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
baited him because I knew
Yeah,
that
you knew
megalodon
it.
teeth
You
weren't
know
6 foot tall.
He's the same. So he's
I was
the
like, you
master.
sure?
I've seen one fucking
was like-
preview of a fucking movie, so now I'm a yeah. I see the
Like, are you
preview. So
sure megalodon teeth are 6 foot? He's like, yeah. The shark was 6 foot long. But
have
Yeah.
you seen
Jason
Megalodon
Statham.
the movie? Jason Statham, the two for bigger than him.
Well,
I was like, okay, let's Google this because I knew.
Yeah, he knew he was right before when I came in with the argument.
I'm not going to bait you in on something I'm
Yeah.
going to be wrong on.
But and
I
you're
lost
right, it
on
was
the Battle of
extreme
Midway.
baiting because I was just making a comment saying, yeah, them fuckers were huge. The teeth were like as big as a guy. And he's like, they're not that fucking big. And I'm like, and so he baited the whole conversation because he knew
Kinda
he
like
was
you did
right.
the Battle of Midway. You got me on the Battle of Midway.
I did. I knew I was
you
right.
Knew,
I
you
fucking knew I was
You
right
knew.
before
that's
when
what
we
I'm saying.
started it.
When you're right,
You're right.
You're right.
You'll
And
go
he-
to the end of the world.
So half the arguing is like one of us knowing we're right, and the other one trying to like prove a point. And be like,
Making
no,
him
you're
look-
wrong.
Make
blah,
him
blah.
look dumber than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
I love it.
so half the banner is that, and then I'm just like arms crossed, waiting for him to. He's keep talking to shit while he's googling, and then I know when I'm right.
You know,
Yeah.
eventually
Yeah.
he's gonna go. Start populating peanut.
But every now and then, there's one where I know I'm right, and he knows he's right.
oh, you
and
both know you're right.
and it's down to the nitty gritty where we're like, and then
You're
it's
looking
like
at-
that.
you're looking at
Those
punctuation.
those ones cut deep.
Yeah, they do.
Those ones cut deep.
They do.
Because like he'll know he's right, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I don't know. Look it up.
Google it.
And
Yeah.
then he's right, but then there's sometimes like he's right, and then I'm right.
He's right, but at the same time, you're right.
Yeah.
That's the hard ones to win.
Yeah.
How can you both be right
I know.
without
I
a?
know.
You gotta have a victor.
Yeah, somebody's got to be wrong.
And you outrank him, so you
Yeah,
win by
I'm always
proxy.
right. I get the bigger desk.
That's the
you know what I'm saying? I always get the bigger desk.
wish I had a big
I'm
desk.
closer to the fucking fridge. JP.
Yeah.
There you go.
Lead
Put that.
planning coordinator. You win by proxy, which sucks.
Which
does.
sucks.
It's my life the last 4 years, man.
Because you could be right, but you're
Yeah,
still.
his life for the last
Not
4 years,
wrong.
and now look at him. He's grinning from
Yeah.
ear to ear because he's
Yeah.
back.
No, you know what? When I'm right, and like whatever, it's like a big one. I'm proving I'm right. He's like, shut up and fucking finish peanuts.
Yeah. But you know you're right. That's how you know.
When he fucking just schools my ass and I'm fucking dead ass wrong,
You're fired.
I get mad and just fucks like fuck you. Go work on some peanut or something. Don't talk to me.
That's like Andrew. He
I'm
fires
done.
me 9
Get out
times
of
a
the
day.
fucking
Yeah.
office. Yeah, Andrew Brady fires everybody at
He's
least 10
fired
times
me
a day.
12 times this week.
He comes to my office.
I didn't know to go back to work Monday or not.
He comes to my office and just sits down and goes, "You're fucking fired."
He's
and then he sits there.
he's 5'1", 109 pound with a size 19 boot. He's all dick and attitude.
Where's he, my picker?
No, because that thing's got 7 rubber bands on it. It would take 47 minutes to unroll that thing.
I would just like to go on
He's all
record
dick and
saying
brain.
he's a great man. And
I love Andrew. Andrew's a good guy. He is. He does fire me every day though.
yeah,
He's fired me.
Yeah, I've been
I
fired
don't even
a
think I
lot.
work for him right now. I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't know, but he does fire me. Anyway,
A
Anyhow,
lot.
where's the next trip?
Next trip is Whistler, Canada.
Again, November,
Yeah, for sure.
Thanksgiving.
I went
you gonna
It's a good
take
trip.
Nikki this time? She gonna go with you?
She doesn't know I went last time, so thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. No, I'm just kidding. She does know.
Don't say how'd she not know?
How would she not know? Dude, you gotta.
Because you were with her at Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, she didn't go to Whistler.
I know she didn't. I know. Yeah.
So yeah, Whistler, November. That's a quick subject change. Sore subject. You guys are gonna be careful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna take her to Canada snowboarding this time. Should be fun.
10-4. I'm trying to go Steamboat in December.
Steamboat Willie?
No, not December. In January.
Motorboat, son of a bitch, you.
Isn't that the first thing that came to your mind when somebody says Steamboat Willie?
I think a motorboat.
It's because you're not Texan.
You know what Steamboat Willie is, don't
You know where Lugenbach's at?
Steamboat Willie? You know nothing? You got nothing?
I don't say it.
I got nothing.
What we
You got
talking about?
nothing?
nothing.
Steamboat Willie. It's the fucking first cartoon of Mickey
Mouse. Well, I knew Mickey Mouse was on a steamboat for the first cartoon. I didn't know it was Steamboat Willie.
I'm not
I
sure if
had
it
no
is or
idea.
not, to be
I thought
honest with
it
you,
was
now
a
that I think
Texas
about it.
band.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Mickey Mouse was on a steamboat. Anyways,
Canada,
Steamboat.
Whistler, November, Thanksgiving. That's the next trip.
Okay.
You asked, I answered.
Well,
You
we already
you stopping
established
off at
that,
your
bud.
sisters before?
Huh?
You gonna stop at your sisters before in Seattle?
Meet her there. She moved to Boise.
Oh, that's right. You're telling me
Boise?
that. They moved.
Who the fuck goes to Idaho?
Them.
Why?
Idaho, Idaho.
They say there's no sunshine in Seattle. I've never seen sunshine.
Yeah, they say it rains all the
Boise's
time.
like hot as fuck. All the time hot as fuck. They haven't seen the sun
Really?
in 15 years. Boise's like 100 degrees every day.
Really? Is it like desert?
Yeah,
No.
it's for sure desert.
Really?
Really?
If you haven't seen the sun in 15 years, Boise makes perfect sense. So they moved to Boise.
To get all the sun they want.
Yeah.
More than they can probably handle.
That's like bipolar traveling. It's going from one extreme to the next.
I know nothing about Boise besides they have a blue football field.
Yeah, Boise
My
State.
sister's
The
a
Smurf
graduate
turf.
of that school, and my niece is a
Why?
attending
How did
that
your
school.
sister end up in Boise,
Online.
Idaho? Online. Oh.
So she's a respiratory therapist by job, but she's also a master's degree in teaching. Is that a degree? Master's degree teaching? So
Yes,
she teaches
they call them
college.
professors, Brad.
She's a professor at college. So she professes.
She's a professional professor.
She professes at a college teaching medical shit.
Is that a thing? Can you be a professional teacher? Yeah.
Can you be a professor? So she
Yeah.
professes.
It's like in the name, professor.
So my niece graduated from high school with an associate's.
Okay.
So she transferred to Boise State to finish her last 2 years. And Boise State said to my sister, if you'll be a professor at Boise State, we'll cover your daughter's tuition.
Done.
Done. So they moved to Boise. Plus there's sunshine. They want to get out of Seattle.
So I didn't realize that Boise was a 100-degree type.
100, hot.
Really?
Hot like hell.
I guess I
Seattle-
don't know much about Boise.
I know they have a blue football field.
Nikki and I went to Seattle in August, July, August timeframe last year. I went mountain biking with my nephew, and I needed long jeans, long sleeve shirts, and gloves. Mountain biking because my hands were cold as shit in August.
In Boise.
No,
No,
in Seattle.
Seattle, I'm
DuPont,
sorry.
Washington, where they live. That's why, and it's never sunny. It's like sunny like 9 hours a year.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's like Kurt Cobain, shoot your face in the mouth, suck start at 45, like miserable.
Suck start at 45.
Right, play the Kurt Cobain
Eat a
home
bullet.
game, it's miserable.
He shot himself in the stomach, actually.
Either way,
His Courtney Cox fucking shot him. Let's be serious.
got a name like
Courtney,
Cox.
all friends? That chick? Why'd she shoot him?
No, who's the girl?
Courtney
Good
Love.
show. I love Phoebe.
Courtney Love. Yeah,
Yeah,
Courtney Love
Courtney
shot him.
Cox
Phoebe was
wasn't Phoebe
awesome.
either. She's
Yeah,
the chick
I don't
that
know,
danced
whatever.
with Bruce Springsteen on the fucking video.
I don't know,
That's where she
whatever
got
her name
started.
was. That fucking crazy
Dancing in
bitch.
the Dark. Courtney Cox, Dancing in the Dark.
I love Courtney Cox. I love Jennifer Aniston. I've been loving Jennifer Aniston since
1996.
70.
Hey, you know what movie she was in that you would never guess? Fucking B movie Leprechaun. Remember that? They've made a bunch of Leprechauns.
You know
It's
the
a-
greatest movie she was ever in? What was that movie with Mark Wahlberg where he was a rock and roll guy?
Almost
Yeah.
famous.
No.
I don't
And-
think-
and
I don't-
he
I'm
was, he
serious,
was
it's
in a
not that.
cover band, and the
And they
cover
picked him
band,
up
the real
to
band
sing.
picked him up.
Yeah.
Steel Dragon was the name of the band.
Yeah.
Rockstar.
Yes.
She's so
great
hot in that movie. I love
But
Rockstar.
she was in Leprechaun. Me and Courtney were surfing through some shit the other day, and she was in Leprechaun. You know what I'm talking about? There's that horror flick, a B horror flick called Leprechaun.
Don't
There's been
call
a
her
bunch
that.
of
I don't think it's a B.
horror.
Oh.
I
You don't
think
think
it's
it's B?
more like a D.
More like a D,
A
but you know what I'm
horror
talking
flick.
about, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I remember the Leprechaun.
Jennifer
movie.
Aniston in the first one.
Mobile, Alabama. They had the Leprechaun flute.
Yeah, they did.
Everybody say hey. See the Leprechaun say hey. Everybody see the
Have you
Leprechaun
seen
say
that?
hey.
Have you seen that?
You know what I'm talking about.
The guy's holding one of those scaffold couplings, right? It's just a scaffold coupling. It's my magical leprechaun flute that my grandfather had 1,000 years ago.
Everybody see the Leprechaun say yeah. That's the Leprechaun. You got to have. That's my hometown. My grandma lives in Mobile. She don't know the Leprechaun though, but we passed that flute down for years. Everybody see Leprechaun say yeah.
My great grandfather's 1,000 years ago. Like,
Oh,
dude, you can't.
Motherfuckers lived 600 years in Mobile.
Math's not working out.
Yeah. Everybody see Leprechaun say yeah.
Oh goddamn, that's pretty good shit.
That's
That
my
is good
neck of the
shit.
woods. I don't know about Texas history, but I know about leprechauns.
Hey boys, we're an hour and 52 minutes in. I'm sitting there looking. We got 3 beautiful Texas ladies sitting in the pool.
Okay.
We want to call her good?
Everybody see Leprechaun say yeah.
Well,
I don't know about you guys, but I want some flautas.
that's why I'm hungry as fuck now.
I'm on my way to freaking.
I wish there was a Ponchos.
There
Real
it is.
close.
Poncho Villa's on Palmer. We eat there every freaking week. How do you know? We talked about it 3 hours ago.
Pancho V is on Palm. This was actually fun, though, JP. Thanks,
Hey,
man.
It was a
good
lot of
time,
fun.
man. I'm glad you guys joined in. It's I don't know if anybody learned anything. Or
We don't take you all
or
there.
if whatever. This is more Texas or whatever, but I hope y'all were entertained. This is a lot of fun, boys. I'm glad y'all joined in.
Hope we don't get you shut down.
No, we'll be all right.
The Canadians love
I don't
you,
have
right?
any sponsors. I don't answer anybody. It just
You're good.
whatever.
Good point.
We're good.
Both listeners are here.
Yeah, we're good.
Pretty much 90% of the people that are going to listen to this are here.
Thank y'all for listening in, Brad. I think I'm trying to get you and Brock on at the same time. We're gonna let y'all talk some surf shit because
Do it.
You talk it, and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and then he talks it, and I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, it's a different
Just,
language.
it's just a disaster. But
You know Roxy House.
yeah, he knows
Who's
what's
Brock?
going on. Brock is
Lesnar is a wrestler, MMA guy. Tattoo on his chest.
Not-
you getting him on your podcast?
not
wow.
same.
Wow,
not
that's a
same
big
guy.
deal.
Not
You
same
got
guy.
a big microphone?
Not the same
You
guy.
want to do it in the bar?
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big dude.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a big
not
dude.
fighting him. I don't give a shit how much you ask.
I wouldn't fight him either.
No, he's a big dude.
Big
Yeah,
son of a
fuck
Everybody
fuck.
gets a sword on your chest. That's
Yeah, I know.
crazy.
Be bad.
So
I
who's
made like
Brock?
I made like to kickbox him. I would say
Kickboxing.
that
Why?
because he couldn't take me down, and he's a wrestler.
How you figure that Joe's 7'7",
No, he's 6'5".
aka 7'7"?
Yeah.
I'm 5'8". Everyone
I'd
over
kickbox him.
6'1" is 7'7".
I'd go 3-minute rounds kickboxing.
I'm gonna make this happen.
How tall are you, JP? 6'1"?
6'1".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good looking white guy with a job.
He's not white.
That's
Well, I don't know. Are you today?
I'm swirly.
I love
Swirly white.
Neapolitan ice cream.
We were at Johnny's in Texas City the other day. And they had some
They have a great salad there,
they had some great Mexican music going on.
and they serve General Tso's chicken, which is fucks me up.
And seafood.
I know.
And
fucks me up.
hamburgers.
Yeah.
Fucks me up.
Bacon cheeseburger.
And
There's
I don't know what
pretty
to do
good.
food.
there. I don't know what to do there.
I've been wanting to
I just get the grilled chicken salad because the rest
know.
of it fucks me up.
well, I've
The
been wanting
burgers
to
are
get
pretty good.
And they'll cash your check.
There's some sketchy shit in there.
You can
Yeah.
buy a used car next door.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, there's a lot going on at Johnny's. A lot going on at Johnny's.
Johnny's has it going on. Been wanting to get the General's chicken there for like 3 years, but I haven't made it happen.
Pretty good.
But the shrimp
Poor boy.
po' boy,
I think it's General
Good.
Juan's
Fantastic.
chicken there.
General wants
I think it is
General Juan's.
I'm trying
General
to,
Pancho Villa's chicken.
Yeah, great.
I think he
flautas.
stopped by there when he was on his way to the Alamo.
God damn it! Come on, Walls. We got to finish this thing up. All right, boys.
I think you can get the Davy Crockett flautas for
Yeah.
half price. Pre-beaten.
Hey, thank y'all for listening. This was a great time. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace in the Middle East.